Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions. I'm your host, Ringo. We are back again with another live stream. Yeah. You know, I want to talk about this particular issue here. Hopefully you got the time to listen. When it comes to this truth, we got to make sure that we're fair and balanced. And I want to educate the YouTube community about this YouTuber named Nubreed Global Truth and how it's like people don't like that I'm covering the case of his relationship falling apart. And they're going around saying that I'm celebrating and I'm making merry and mockery and all this other stuff in regards to him breaking up. And it's like his viewers, they're delusional. They don't like seeing their God being judged. And at the same time, you got YouTube hypocrites, devils, demons, witches, and warlocks who watch in the clouds and they're upset because they all want me to die. When I tell you, man, these wicked people, man, they're sitting back and they're wondering why I'm not dead yet. They've been praying for my downfall for a long time. And it's like, I haven't died yet. They've been waiting for me to be homeless. They've been waiting for me to lose my family. And they've been wishing nothing but death. And it seems like death and destruction is coming on their family. And they're upset about that. Right? So I want to show you a couple of things, guys, if you have the time. It's about 12 a.m. in North Carolina. And I want to break down some things that if you pay attention long enough, because, you know, a lot of people don't have the attention span to listen. So they really never hear anything. They just kind of brush you off because they don't like you, but they never take the time to actually listen so they can comprehend why things are the way they are. Like a lot of you, you watch me and you say stuff like you're obsessed with Nubreed, but you never tell Nubreed these words. A lot of you that frequent Nubreed's platform, he has an introduction. Every time his video starts, you see 3 figures of demons. And you see one in the middle wearing a bucket hat. Guess who that is, guys? That's me. He made an intro video depicting me, Rollo, and some idiot named Brainwaves as demons in his intro. And in that intro, you see him kicking me in the face. And all of this is via AI generated content. And yet his viewers are so stupid. They disregard the fact that he has this introduction and they don't say nothing. You know, they don't tell him, bro, why you still got this intro throwing shade at this other guy? And then when I make a video, people keep saying, move on. I watch both of you. I don't care if you watch both of us. I suggest you just stop watching me, you know, because I don't really want you even around me. If you're a Nubreed supporter, I don't even want you here because you're a hypocrite. Because you actually sat back and watched this man disrespect my dead mother, disrespect my wife and kids, and you don't say nothing to him, but you always say something to me because you're a hypocrite. I don't like people like that. I don't like people that play both sides. I don't like people that whenever I make a video to address this devil, you hypocrites come to my platform talking about move on, you're obsessed, this is feminine to be talking about a man. Then why are you watching me? You ought to be a hypocrite and stupid to be watching me, commenting, and then have the audacity to say something's wrong with me, but it's never nothing wrong with the other person. I cannot stand a hypocrite. This is YouTube. People come to YouTube because they want to watch videos, right? So now, let me put something on the screen, guys, because again, the only way you're going to comprehend what's going on is if you actually listen. Too many people are dumbed down and docile. They don't listen to nothing. So how are you going to comprehend what's going on? So now, let me break down something, right? Let me show you this. Those of you on YouTube know that I've recently exposed and cut off a dude named Brainwaves Advice Topics LLC. Found out the dude was a snake, cut him off, right? I made a video talking about Nubreed and his baby mama and how he was, they broke up, they were arrested. This damn snake, right after I make my video, guys, right after I made this a public issue, this serpent, this demon, runs to the website that I got pretty much in the description under my video and goes to share the court documents just to say he was the first. Guys, you can't make this stuff up. Like literally. It's amazing. Let me see if I can do this, guys. Let me see if I can do this. Watch this, guys. I'm gonna show you the receipts because it's sad. It really is sad, guys. But I got to show you this because it's going to tie into what we got to talk about tonight. And trust me, it's going to make you be like, wow, I can't believe this. It's going to really make you think like, wow, this is crazy. Let me go to my first video that I made about Nubreed pretty much calling the police on his baby mama. We're going to talk about that as well. All right, let me go get the receipts so you guys can see this, right? Let me do this real fast, guys. Give me a minute. Okay, let me get this receipt so I can show you this because this is all public knowledge, right? Because these YouTubers, they copy me every day, guys. Every single day. Anything I do, they try to copy, to mimic, because they don't got nothing to talk about. So they're inspired by anything that I do. They're destiny demons. They like to destiny swap, energy harvest. This is what they do, right? So now, let me put this on the screen so you good people can see exactly what we're talking about here. So now watch this. Here on the screen is my first video that I made on July 14th about Nubreed's baby mother arrested, basically Henry County booking records reveal. Now, notice in the video description. In the video description, it says all information shared in this video is public knowledge. Nothing is private. When people are booked into jail or arrested, this info becomes public knowledge, which include names and or criminal offenses. In this video, we talk about a YouTuber's baby mother who was booked into jail. Source link, and I provided the link where anybody can go to the website, subscribe to the website, and pretty much gather all of the court records if they choose to. I already have the court records. At the same time, there's no need to flash all of that all over the screen when I could just talk, right? And I like to do my content in pieces. I don't just do everything one time. So what happened was this YouTuber named Brainwaves, he saw when I made my video and he wanted so bad. He wanted attention so bad. He said, you know what? Let me go act like I'm doing some research. Like I got some court records. The dude just literally just used what I provided him. Isn't that crazy, guys? I provided the link. He's on YouTube acting like he's sharing something. But now watch this. He makes a video titled, Nubreed Global Truth Lady Arrested, Full Court Receipts. All throughout this video, he's talking about, yeah, I'm the first YouTuber to share the receipts. Nobody cares about none of that. Nobody cares about that. Because everybody know you're copying me. You would have never known about Nubreed's baby mama being arrested if it wasn't for my work. It would have been better if you just said, hey, I saw Ringo's video and that's how I learned. But no, you want it to be someone who's visible. But now watch this, guys. in his video, he was talking about Nubreed's baby mama, talking about Nubreed. And yet then right after that, guys, he makes a video talking about, is it wrong to celebrate when your enemy falls? I mean, what a hypocrite. He was just making a video celebrating the fact that Nubreed baby mama is out of the picture. She was arrested, right? Got a restraining order against her. Then this demon goes and make a video. Is it wrong to celebrate when your enemy falls? And basically that video was directed at me to sneak this. And I try to teach the YouTube community. YouTubers are always throwing shade. They don't call names. They throw shade because they want back and forths. What I try to do is just debunk the lies and expose the devil. And I call everybody out by name. So now, what is the significance of this live stream? I'm glad you asked the question. What we're going to try to show you guys is this. People are upset with me because I'm showing that Nubreed pretty much is being judged by God. Nobody don't really understand the magnitude of the problem, guys. Nubreed was judged by God. His relationship is over. That's right. The baby mama that he recently was with, she's no longer there. Nubreed is in the house alone. His son was taken out the house, and this is breaking news. And I don't understand how could people be mad at me because I'm sharing the news. This is news. This is no different than when a celebrity has a divorce. This is no different than when P. Diddy got caught up and now he in prison. This is no different than any other news. So why do you folks that ride with Nubreed get upset with me for reporting the news? The reason why you're upset is because of this. You always wished that I would get judged, that my relationship would be destroyed, that my house would fall apart. That's what you always wanted. That's what you always wished for. But it seems like it happened to Nubreed. Nubreed called the police. Him and his baby mama had a big fight, guys. Big fight. Police was all out in their neighborhood. It was a mess. You understand? I don't know if he beat the woman up. I don't know that. At the same time, the law was at his door. And he called them and put a restraining order on his baby mama, guys. That's what Nubreed did. A restraining order. The baby was taken out the house because of this domestic violence situation, right? She went her way. He stayed at the house and he kept it quiet. He didn't want nobody on YouTube to know the dirt that's going on behind the scenes. Now, keep in mind, this guy professed himself as a man of God, a God-fearing Bible believer. We got to really hold him accountable. How could you be teaching people about God and yet you got this mess going on in your house? And keep in mind, he's not married to the woman. He's basically shacking up, committing acts of fornication while claiming he's a Bible believer. He got 4 baby mamas, guys. A total of 6 to 7 kids out of wedlock. 6 to 7 kids, guys. And this is the type of madness that is going on. And people watch this guy for spiritual advice. So now what I'm trying to show you guys in this live stream is a lot of people are upset with me because this story for me is music to my ears. You know why? Because this guy and this woman was mocking my family, laughing at my family, spreading lies about my family. Nubreed mocked the death of my dead mother who died of cancer. Nubreed mocked her death, made live streams laughing, and his entire audience was laughing at her death. They were saying it's good for her. Ha ha ha. They were mocking my mother's death. And for some reason, when I make a video sharing my thoughts and opinions, people want to silence me by saying I should just move on and let God handle it. Ain't that crazy, guys? So I'm just supposed to take this and just let it go? No, that's not how it goes. What's going on with Nubreed right now is called judgment. God is judging him. His relationship was never from God. Never from God. Every relationship Nubreed been in with women, it always ends like this. It always ends, guys. And now that this marriage, not even marriage because they're not married, this relationship fell apart, people are having sympathy for this demon and they don't like the fact that I'm talking about it. So what I want to show you guys is how Nubreed celebrated the tornado that took place in North Carolina that destroyed the Pfizer plant and destroyed hundreds of homes and property, causing a lot of damage to many people's lives. He celebrated that. So I'm trying to figure this out, guys. If I'm a bad guy because this story of Nubreed breaking up with his baby mama is music to my ears, then I'm trying to figure out if you guys are saying that I'm celebrating the fact that this man is going through his personal judgment, are you going to say the same thing about Nubreed celebrating the tornado that ripped North Carolina apart? Because he said God did it. So if you live in North Carolina and you suffered during the year of 2023 when that tornado struck and it destroyed property, because you got to understand, a lot of people that live in North Carolina, they live in rural areas. You have a lot of homes that was destroyed. And Nubreed was celebrating this. He said it's God's judgment on the wicked. So basically, all you good people that are in North Carolina that was just minding your business and your house got destroyed, Nubreed was celebrating the destruction of your property. He was celebrating the fact that elderly people were unable to get their medications. Think about this, guys. When the Pfizer plant was destroyed, a lot of distribution of medical products and various other things, it messed up distribution. So a lot of people that needed these vital medications couldn't get them. Then it was a heat advisory. It was really, really bad. And this is what he was doing. He was celebrating. We're not talking about him having an issue with one person. This man was celebrating destruction in North Carolina. And even after that plant was destroyed, because it wasn't just the Pfizer plant, many homes were destroyed in North Carolina. Many. And what's so crazy, guys, is once I moved to North Carolina, they had a couple of hurricanes, tornadoes, even wildfires in North Carolina. And every time they had these events, Nubreed would go live talking about God is judging North Carolina. And the only reason why he was saying these things is because he knew I live here, guys. He was hoping and praying that I would die. He been wishing death on my family, guys, for so long. And I know as viewers, you may not know the history of what this man been doing. But guys, when I tell you this guy is a warlock who does spell magic, he been praying for my children to die, for my wife to die, for me to die. Anybody that supports me, he been praying for these people to die, literally. And it seems like his family is being judged. So when I look at the fact that him and his baby mama broke up, that's music to my ears. These are devils. These are wicked people, guys. In this clip here, you see him sitting there with his baby mama. That video is still on his platform. He used his baby mama to lie to turn all my viewers against me, spreading false information, guys, due to a move to North Carolina where he claimed that I cheated him out of some money that I owed him, and I never made a deal with this guy. And he was butthurt about that. He took it to social media to lie about me and used this woman to lie for him. But for some reason, he kept this video up. But all the other videos with her, he took them down. Especially the video where he was in the house that he leased. He claimed that God blessed him with a new house and how he's going to be having his wives and his kids. But now nobody's in the house. So God never really blessed him. And I'm surprised that his viewers cannot acknowledge that and say, wow, Ringo, you're right. He is being judged by God, because if he was so righteous and so blessed, then why would he call the police on his baby mama and have her arrested? You understand? I thought his house was full of the Holy Spirit. I thought he was a man of God. You see that? So now his son that he was boasting about was taken out the house, guys. Did Nubreed tell you that? Did Nubreed tell you that his son that he recently had was taken out the house? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys remember when Nubreed was mocking me, claiming that I'm cursed and how I will never have a son and how God is punishing me and how I will never have a son. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys remember him saying that. He said that my bloodline is cursed. And now look at what happened to him. The very woman that bore his son, he put a restraining order against her. And basically the child was taken from the house. So now he don't have access to his son. He don't have access to any of his kids, guys. Nubreed is a deadbeat dad. He is an official deadbeat dad who don't take care of his kids, guys. He don't take care of his kids at all. And none of them live with him, guys. He's leasing a 4-bedroom house, somewhere in Atlanta. And none of his kids live with him. And if you ladies don't know, a lot of his kids live in rundown communities, in slums, in poor conditions. You would think that as a father, a man of the Most High, that you would provide for your children and put them in a decent environment so they can go to a good school, get proper nutrition, have space to breathe, a room of their own, rather than being in one room, all the kids piled up on bunk beds. No, separate rooms where they're able to have space and privacy. But for some reason, none of his kids, guys, are at his house. Now you tell me, ladies, would you want to be with a man like that? Would you want to be with a man that don't provide for his kids? A man that neglects his own children? This man neglects his 6 to 7 kids because he's on social media all day. You never see him with his children. Never. You never seen Nubreed pack all his kids up and go out for a day of ice cream or go out for a day at the park. Remember yesterday, guys, when I was streaming, I told you guys I have to go work out. Well, I went to the workout spot by the park, took a drive over there real fast to work out real quick. Nothing major, just a quick workout. I see white guys out there with their kids. I seen a white guy out there playing basketball with his 3 girls, 1 son. And you see these guys having activities with their kids, white guys. But I don't see Nubreed there. I don't see Nubreed doing nothing with his kids. It's sad, guys. It's really embarrassing. And you see him on YouTube professing to be this man of God. And he's not there for his own kids. And now he got his baby mama arrested. Why? Because he wanted her out the house. He kicked her out the house, guys, in the cold. She got arrested back in February. She got arrested, guys, and they separated. Think about this, guys. From February, they've been separated, and Nubreed kept this quiet from social media, hiding this information because he didn't want nobody to know that he had this mess going on in his house. Imagine, guys, Ringo TV is online every day talking about all these people, talking about all these stories, and I got a secret drama going on in my house, and I'm trying to hide it from you guys. You know why? Anybody that's trying to hide their drama is because they're trying to appear perfect in front of the viewers. Now, if I'm going through something, guys, I'm going to let you guys know. If I'm going through something major, like a divorce, or I got arrested, or whatever the case is, I'm going to come to the public and share it. You know why? Because eventually it's going to come to the public. Eventually it's going to make its way to social media. So might as well I just clear the air with my viewers so they know what it is from the horse's mouth rather than from other people that want to see me destroyed. You know? So at the end of the day, it's all good for educational purposes. But now let's get into the content, guys. We're going to get back to the situation here. So now, as I mentioned, this particular YouTuber made a video and He's trying to say, is it wrong to celebrate when your enemy falls? All throughout his video, he was manipulating the viewers, making it seem as if though when your enemy falls or when somebody did you dirty or whatever the case is, if you celebrate in any way, you're a wicked person. If that's the case, why is it that everybody's talking about justice for Nolan Wells? People want to see somebody fry for his death so they can celebrate. If you have a daughter and she was sexually assaulted by a grown man and he get 50 years in prison, aren't you going to be happy that he got that? Aren't you going to celebrate? Because you know what? That's justice. But for some reason, religious people, they don't want you to celebrate. They want you to just act like it didn't happen. No, I'm going to celebrate. If you're my enemy and you've fallen, I'm happy you've fallen. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat this. I am glad to see what's going on with this man and his so-called baby mama. I'm glad. You understand? Because it's a long time coming. These are very ungodly people. And to see them being judged by God is music to my ears because they're wicked. And basically what people are trying to do is make me out to be a bad person because I'm expressing how I feel. Imagine you lose your loved one to a murder and the courts finally sentence these people to life in prison. People want to get mad at you because you're jumping up and down in the court because you finally got justice. It's for you to celebrate. These damn demons want you to be silent and make you feel like you're a bad person. No, this is music to my ears because this woman and this man was mocking my family, lying. But guys, when I tell you, they spread so much false lies, so many lies about my family. They turned my viewers against me. They made me lose subscribers, supporters, everything, guys. They were working around the clock to destroy me. And now look at them. Separated. Whole house fell apart. This is music to my ears. You think I'm going to be sitting here praying for them? Fuck them. I don't care about these people. They getting exactly what they deserve. Now that you know that, let's look at Nubreed celebrating the destruction, death of people in general. We're not talking about one person that he got an issue with. We're talking about everybody that's in North Carolina that been through hurricanes, tornadoes. I want you to know that Nubreed believe that God is judging you because you're evil. So let's go to the tapes. Let's play the tapes, guys, and hear it for yourself. Let's hear what Nubreed had to say so you can see for yourself that he believes that when hurricanes and death come, that it's God's judgment. So I want you guys to think about this. I know that God is judging Nubreed for his evil, but he wants you to believe that if you are living in North Carolina and you are living in the area where the Pfizer plant got destroyed by the tornado, that God was judging that area because it's wicked and filled with wicked people. So if you live in North Carolina and you experience any of these natural disasters, Nubreed celebrated your house being destroyed, which is crazy because a natural disaster is a natural disaster. It could affect anybody. That doesn't mean God is judging you. It just means that a natural disaster hit the land. You know, it's just like if you live in certain parts of Florida, near the beaches and the coastline, it can be a problem. Y'all all know this. A lot of you live in areas where there's natural disasters all the time, and you're accustomed to it. You're accustomed to this because you lived in these environments long enough. Whereas if I move to that area, I might be panicking. Whereas you'll be like, look, guy, it's good. The storm going to pass over in a few. We might get a little damage, but hey, it is what it is. So now let's listen to the tape, guys. Let's listen to the tape and find out what he had to say so we can see that Nubreed celebrated the destruction of people's lives. Let's roll the tape. Let's go.
Because to review the Most High's handiwork.
You heard what he just said? We're going to review the Most High's handiwork.
I mean, the tornado pretty much ripped this place into shreds, ladies and gentlemen. It looked like a scene from the movie Twister. And there's a whole lot of footage floating around. You got a couple dash cams that caught it, and it's something to behold. So I like to use this as a teaching moment, because I love to review the Most High's handiwork.
See, guys, when we have natural disasters like this, that's the devil's work. It's not God's work. That's the devil's work, guys. He praised God for the devil's work. You don't praise God for stuff like this.
I love when he judges.
You heard what he just said? He loved when God judges. But yet I got people coming at me talking about I'm celebrating the fact that Nubreed and his baby mama separated and how I shouldn't do this and I'm a bad person. But yet you got this demon literally online during a live stream that got over 3,000 likes. He's celebrating the so-called terror of a tornado ripping North Carolina apart and people struggling and suffering.
It's handiwork. I love when he judges.
Wow.
I understand the purpose behind this tornado.
He understands the purpose behind the tornado. Imagine how sick you got to be as a person to see a tornado rip a city apart and claim that you understand the purpose of that tornado. Imagine the arrogance of this guy.
I know the message that got to be brought forth because of his judgment. And so, I want to definitely speak on this because a lot came after this tornado came, far as what's about to happen in a lot of these hospitals.
Now, keep in mind to his live chat, his viewers are all NPCs. Think about this, guys. They're NPCs. They're enjoying the fact that destruction hit North Carolina. They're celebrating this stuff. Religious people.
There's going to be long-term shortages on a lot of different drugs in hospitals. A whole lot of them, right? Yeah, I see some people already catching on to what the Almighty is doing. That's because your eyes can see. Bless you that your eyes can see.
So again, guys, we can confirm Nubreed is saying that the Almighty God sent a tornado to destroy North Carolina because God wanted to destroy the Pfizer plant. So God wanted to destroy the Pfizer plant, so he ripped everybody else's houses apart, flooded different parts of North Carolina. You understand? Because he was upset with the Pfizer plant. Guys, that don't make no sense. And why would you serve a God like that? Why would anybody want to serve a God that you built a house for you and your family to live? God comes in because he want to get the Pfizer plant out of here. So he destroys your house in the process. You going to serve that God? I wouldn't want to serve no God that is going to destroy my house when I'm working so hard to provide for my family. I don't need no drama like that. But that's what Nubreed is saying, that God destroyed your property because he wanted to destroy the Pfizer plant. So God, in his infinite wisdom, couldn't just destroy just that one plant. He couldn't do that. He had to destroy everybody else's lives at the same time because they're all wicked. And that's what Nubreed is saying. He's crowning God as the one who did this.
But yeah, we got to get into this footage, man, because this ain't no joke. I got quite a couple videos to look at because I like to look at this from different angles. And you know how we do. We go to the scriptures. For those who are new to the platform, this is a Bible-based channel.
Notice he said it's a Bible-based channel. Remember in my last live stream where he was talking about black women are the devil? He said that his channel is only for men. Remember? Now he says his channel is a Bible-based channel. You see that? It's like he's misleading people, guys. Totally misleading people. Look, somebody in the chat named CG says, yep, that happened right near me, North Carolina. I was thinking the same thing, man. Notice this. Person that says this happened right near me in North Carolina, and they can't even see that Nubreed is mocking the people in North Carolina by suggesting that God visited North Carolina to destroy it. So anytime there's a natural disaster, it's God Almighty judging. Man, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard, fam. Let's go.
We cover current events with a biblical twist. All right. When you come over here, make sure you're respectful. Make sure you're supporting the content by liking the video, because you're living in a world that's totally demonic and wicked. And if you want to come over here and watch this content, you should be supporting it. All right. But Yah is done playing. He's definitely done playing. Anyway, let's go into this footage here.
So tasty, it could make Pfizer.
Let that ad go by. We're going to get right back to it. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let's get to the content.
A tornado tore through parts of North Carolina Wednesday, leaving a trail of destruction that ran through this Rocky Mount Pfizer plant.
It was real fast. Yeah, I ain't never seen nothing like this in person.
Wow. You said it was real fast. Never seen anything like this in person. Oh, yeah. The Lord is not playing. Now, let's use discernment. Let's use discretion in the chat. You know, don't say certain keywords, but we all know that Pfizer is responsible for a lot of issues.
Notice this. His issue is with Pfizer. He's trying to turn this into some sort of political thing, some sort of diabolical situation with Pfizer, not realizing that people's lives have been turned upside down. I don't know about you guys, but I think the worst thing that can happen to any man or woman is to endure a natural disaster where your whole entire house and life is upside down and everything is destroyed. I think that's the worst thing that could ever happen. Imagine, guys, your house where you live is gone because of a natural disaster. That's nothing to laugh at, man. That's nothing to play games with. You see, at the same time, these things happen all around the world. But what I'm trying to show you guys is people are upset with me because I'm sharing the fact that God is judging Nubreed. Judgment is on his house. It's crazy how he can celebrate judgment on everybody else. But when you talk about judgment that's on his house, all of a sudden, nobody wants to talk about that. They want to tell me to move on, Ringo. You're obsessed with Nubreed. No, you're obsessed with me, because if you're still watching me talk about Nubreed, it's because you're obsessed with me. Because none of you go to Nubreed to tell him why he said the things about my family or why he has an introduction mocking me and other guys. You don't tell him none of these things. Nubreed's viewers never tell him, bro, why are you still talking about Ringo? Do you know that Nubreed made a new video today that he was basically responding to the fact that I'm talking about him? He don't mentions my name. He speaks in coded language. It's called sneak dissing. You know what I mean? Sneak dissing. That is what he do. You understand? And he's trying to control his viewers. This video here, let me see if I can get it. This video here that you see on the screen of him, he did that video yesterday. That's his newest video, where he's throwing shade, talking crap, trying to make his viewers believe that my work of exposing the judgment he's going through is not effective, you know? Because he was like, yeah, they trying to turn people against you, but it's not going to work. When I tell you this guy does witchcraft in his house, he does witchcraft, and it's now affecting him. Imagine, how could you tell me you're a man of God? You're so biblically sound, you're praying all the time, and you call police on your baby mother, the woman that bore your son. What's going on in your house? How come the scriptures is not working for Nubreed? How come the God he served is not keeping his family intact? How come? Because he's cursed. And that's something his viewers don't want to accept. They want it to look like anybody that's talking about him is attacking him. For some reason, this YouTuber believed that he could talk about everybody, but if anybody talk about him, they're bad people. No, that's not how it works, man. It's fair game. If you want to come on YouTube talking about everybody else, be prepared for people to talk about you. I don't care who talk about me. I don't really care. I don't even watch them. At the end of the day, this dude is being judged by God. If he could come online talking about people in tornadoes getting judged and all this other stuff, then guess what? I'm going to talk about him being judged too, because he's being judged by God. If his house fell apart, his relationship fell apart, then whose fault is that? Obviously, these two weren't meant to be together. It was put together by the devil. And there's a lot of relationships that were put together by Satan. And that's what's going on, fam. So at the end of the day, let's get back to the content. Let's go. Hold on. Let me do this. Okay, give me a minute. Okay.
Individuals are having. And I'll just leave it at that. We know that, some people had certain decisions, medical decisions to make, and the outcome didn't seem to be too well for everybody.
At Christine, I'm going to tell you this one time and one time only. You have a comment on this page that says, the heck with your channel, clown. Right? If you are talking about me, I'm blocking you right now. I'm going to block you right now if you're talking about me. So you better clear that up immediately. You understand? You better clear that up immediately, because I'm not tolerating no disrespect from nobody. You understand? You better clear this up now. You understand? Well, if you're talking about Nubreed, you need to say that. You understand? Don't ever post a comment saying the heck with your channel, clown, in my live chat without addressing who you talking to. Because that comes across like you're talking to me. And anybody that's viewing this from the clouds are like, oh, you talking about Ringo? That's disrespectful. That's crazy. So I suggest you delete that comment, because if you don't delete that comment, I'm blocking you, and I don't care how you feel. Do you understand me? Because you need to watch what you post and what you say, because what you say affect other people. I'm regulating everything that people do. I'm not going to tolerate no disrespect, because that's what the trolls do. And for all I know, you could be secretly throwing shade at me. You could be secretly trying to throw something out there to try to trigger some sort of issue. And all that does is basically distracts from the show, because now I got to address you. The heck with your channel, clown. Why don't you go to Nubreed's channel and say that if you feel that way? That don't make no sense. It don't make no sense at all, guys. And see, this is what I got to deal with, man. I try to create an environment where people could come in, share their thoughts, and do what they do. And you notice, guys, the person still didn't retract their comment yet. They still didn't delete their comment. They still got their comment there, even though I made it very clear to remove the damn comment. But they still have it there. So now I got to go manually remove their comment, because they don't understand what they're doing. They don't understand this, guys. And this is what I got to deal with all the time. And it's very frustrating, because people come here and when they see comments, they're going to be looking like, oh, the hell with your channel, clown. And then they're going to take it as, oh, that person's talking about Ringo. And now that creates a disturbance in the live chat, where viewers and people in the chat going to be like, yo, what the heck you doing? If you directing something to Nubreed, you better make sure you make his name clear. Because if not, I'm going to deal with you, because I've done this many times where people come in my chat and they say crazy stuff and I block them. You know why? Because it come across like they're talking to me. I already deal with enough bullshit already. I don't got no time for no drama. Once I recognize you don't rock with me, you out of here. I don't got time for that. My chat is for members only who rock with the truth. Anybody that's a snake getting cut off, I don't care. I don't care how anybody feel, because what you do is your fault. If I know I'm talking to you, I'm going to address you by name. I'm not going to throw subliminals. Just like I'm talking about Nubreed, I'm talking to him. I'm not sneak dissing nobody. I'm letting people know straight. Now, let me get back to the content.
Who made said decisions. Now, I'm no medical profession, but I can tell you what the Bible says, and we'll definitely go there. We'll definitely go there. But let us continue.
Residents say they're thankful to have their lives as they now focus on rebuilding.
It's just material. This stuff can be replaced. It's all about family right now, just pulling together.
Notice this. Notice that gentleman. He comes on the air to talk about his just material. They're thankful that they're alive. We will rebuild. And Nubreed is celebrating the fact that they lost their house. Look at all these people's houses. Look at all their property destroyed. And Nubreed celebrates this. He's celebrating this as the Most High flooded these people out, destroyed their houses. You think that guy is happy about that? Listen to what the man said.
But let us continue.
Residents say they're thankful to have their lives as they now focus on rebuilding.
It's just material. This stuff can be replaced. It's all about family right now, just pulling together.
Over in the Midwest, flash flooding washed out parts of Kentucky.
We've had floods before, but not like this.
Oh, look. Just outside the city of Mayfield, the state set a new 24-hour rainfall record with over 11 inches. And out west, the Arizona heat is still breaking records, with scorching temperatures rising above 110 Wednesday for the 20th consecutive day.
And in Nubreed's mind, he believes all of this is God's judgment. So all these people that are struggling and suffering, he's laughing at this, guys. This is amusing to Nubreed. But yet, because I'm talking about the fact that his relationship is no more, that this is God's judgment, I got a bunch of NPCs and demons trying to attack me, saying that I'm wrong, that I shouldn't celebrate what he's going through right now. Like I'm supposed to be praying for him. Fuck him. This man been literally being a damn demon against my family. This man made videos about my children, guys. Putting my children in his videos, talking weirdo stuff about my kids, y'all. Disrespecting my wife, calling her a whore and all sorts of evil things. Disrespected my dead mother who died of cancer. Fuck Nubreed. You understand me? What he's going through right now, he's supposed to go through. Because that's God's judgment on the wicked. It's so crazy how wicked this man is. He's being judged by God and his damn followers can't accept it. Why? Because they always wanted this to happen to me, guys. They wanted me to fall. And instead it happened to Nubreed. And they can't accept that. They don't like it. How come you don't see nobody questioning them like, yo, Nubreed, yo, your baby not in the house? What happened to you and your baby mama? Y'all good? He's not even talking about it. You know why? He's embarrassed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Most High is judging this planet. His wrath is here.
You see that? He just said the Most High is judging this planet. His wrath is here. So his wrath is on the planet, but his wrath is not in your house? Which one is it? How could the wrath be on the planet with the Pfizer situation, but the wrath is not in your house? So God don't send his wrath to you? He sends it to everybody else? Man, stop it. You're being judged by God.
We are living in the end days. The scriptures tell us in Matthew 16:2, he answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. It goes on to say, and in the morning, it will be foul weather, to the day of the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? Yes, can you not discern the signs of the times? You can watch the news. You can see when you got to get an umbrella. You can tell when it's going to rain, when it's going to snow, but you can't tell that we're in the last days with all of this weather and all of these earthquakes, typhoons, wildfires, hurricanes. You can't tell, you hypocrites. I mean, it's time for repentance. It's time for getting our minds right.
So he believed that we need to get our minds right? Which is something that we all should do, is get our minds right. But he's suggesting that the people in North Carolina and everybody that was affected by this natural disaster, that they're all wicked people. So anytime there's a natural disaster, it's because of wicked people? Really? That don't make sense, guys. A lot of innocent people that are hardworking lost their lives. You understand? Lost their houses, their cars, everything. Do you know what it's like to rebuild? Now, thankfully, a lot of people in North Carolina, they're able to rebuild. You have a lot of guys that understand how to rebuild and do different things, but it's not something people want to do. When you build a house and you're comfortable and you got your kids, the last thing you want is to literally be in a situation where, you lose everything. Now you're homeless now. That's not a fun thing. And he's laughing at everybody that went through this mess.
Turn into the Elohim, turn into the most high power. This is what this means, right? Allow us to continue.
And he's talking about people need to repent, but he never repented. He never repented for the evil that he did. He never repented for the lies he spread about Rollo, the lies he spread about me. He never repented of any of the things he done to other people. When I tell you the guy's a deceiver, a warlock, he puts spells on his viewers. His viewers are under a spell, guys. Y'all think this is a joke. I keep telling you, the man is a witch. He's a demon to the point where his own relationship in his house, fam, fell apart. You can't tell me you're a Bible-believing man of God and you can't even lead your household to the point where you put a restraining order on your baby mother. And keep in mind, that woman is 23. We're in 2026, guys. She's 23. This Negro met this woman, got with her, possibly when she was about 16, 17 years old. That's right. He got with her when she was about 16, 17, 18, somewhere around there, because she was pregnant and had to carry that baby for 9 months. Think about that. He had 2 women pregnant at the same time. Two. And when me and my wife was leaving North Carolina, guys, we left the hotel, heading back to the car, and we saw Nubreed, guys, with 2 women. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can do this, guys. Give me a minute. Let me see if I can pull this up. Let me go back to my channel and see if I could just snap a screenshot so you guys can pretty much watch the video in your own time. But let me go find that particular video, because when I tell you that this guy got caught red-handed by me and my wife, we were shocked, because I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, guys, what this man did. But it is what it is, fam. Let me see if I can get the video, because I probably got the video on my computer here where I could just play it. But let me see if I could get this screenshot for you guys, and then we're going to get back to the content. All right, so let me do this real fast. Okay. Is this it? Okay, this is the video. Let me kind of scroll to the spot where Nubreed is at and capture him with the 2 women so you guys can see. I'm playing the video now on my end. I'll show it I'll show it shortly. I'm trying to get it so you can see. All right, so let me take the first screenshot right here, because I believe that this is the video that ended Nubreed's relationship. Because when I published this, Nubreed never reacted. He never reacted, guys. And I think that this video had something to do with the breakup. But then again, this video was after. I made this video after their breakup. So if anything, it add the icing on the cake. But let me see if this video is on my computer, because if it is, then I could play a snippet of this so you can see it for yourself. So you know I'm not playing, because this is real, guys. Okay, we got the video. We got the video on the computer, guys. So I'm going to play the video for you guys as well, so you guys can see it for yourselves. All right, so let me see.
And I'm like,
okay, yeah. So we got the video here. So first thing first, let me put the screenshot on the screen first so that you guys can see what's on my end. Let me do this. Be patient, guys. All right. So here we have a screenshot of my video, right? Let me open it up so you can see everything, all the details, right? So I made this video. It says 4 months ago, back in, I believe, March. And it's titled Nubreed cheated on his wife and plotted on Rollo and Ringo TV. Full video. Now, a lot of you probably can't see, so let me open this thing up so you can see Nubreed and the two women, right? Because people think I'm lying. You see that? You see that? Nubreed is the darker figure right there, and he's with two women. This is about 4 in the morning, guys. About 3:30, 4 a.m. in the morning. Nubreed is coming back from a bar, drunk. You understand? That leg right there, that's my wife. We're walking into the parking lot, heading back to the vehicle. And we ran into him. I thought he left already, guys. Right? So now, let me do this. Give me a minute. Let's add the video, guys, because I know you want to see it for yourself. Right? Watch this. So now, this is the video that I publish, and I want to show you it as well so you all can see. Because, man, I tell you, receipts don't lie. They don't. Let's go. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me get this thing right, guys. Hold on. I made the video 4K. Wow, I didn't even know. It's a 4K resolution video. I had to downsize it to fit the screen. But nonetheless, let's play the tape. Let's go. This is us leaving the hotel, guys. We're pretty much packing up, trying to make sure we ain't leave nothing behind. You know how it is.
Doesn't matter what you saw. I don't really care. I don't trust nobody. At this point.
When his baby mama saw this video, guys, she lost it.
I'm just confused with everything. Because Nubreed didn't respond the whole time. But then I'm hearing knocks. You know what I mean? Like come on now, what's that? That don't look normal. Right. He didn't respond. So you gotta assume he probably is with them. That's why I have this.
And Nubreed didn't know that I had a camera on me either, guys. He didn't even know. He was drunk. He didn't know what was going on, fam. I had to edit this thing like a movie. So, make it look a little more cinematic. So when I published this video, man, his baby mama went crazy. And I know they had arguments.
You don't have to call nobody. There's nothing to call. Let's go.
So, okay, we're pretty much getting ready to head on out.
That's all our stuff there. Carrying all this mess, man.
We always bring a bunch of stuff with us. I don't know why. I got to pack
much
light.
stuff. See, what's this?
I got to make a movie, man. I'm going to make a movie soon. I used the pillowcase to carry the sodas, guys. I know. I'll put them sodas in the pillowcase.
I have to carry the whole thing, so it's in there.
Okay, so we heading out right now. Keep in mind, it's about 3:30, 4 in the morning. It's
Everything.
It's dark. Nubreed should have already left. It was like we're the only ones in the hotel.
Always carry it. Don't let that pop. Lift that up carefully. You don't want that to pop. You have to hold that. Nobody had no deaths. That's crazy.
Whole place was empty, guys. Like, I don't know. It was weird.
Huh? Oh. I don't know if you can use that. Let's just go with it. Huh? I don't care what's still there.
That was Nubreed's car, guys. He never left. That means he used the other women's car. That's the security in the right side of the screen. They circle the parking lot all the time. I had to slow her down. She walked too fast.
Wait with me. Don't walk ahead.
And look who's coming around that corner, guys. Look who's there. Nubreed with 2 women going to the hotel to fuck. Look at that. Look at that. Let me rewind it. Look at this, guys. This is crazy. Hold on. Wait a minute. We got to get this thing right.
Oh.
Hold on. Wow.
I don't know if you can use that. Let's just go with it. Huh? I don't care what's still there.
Let me see. Give me a minute. Okay. Caught that man red-handed.
Wait with me. Don't walk ahead.
I'm gonna try to pause the video so you can see more detail. Let me see. So you can see right there, Nubreed is coming in from the bar drunk with 2 women trying to go back to the hotel to smash. Check it out, fam. Check it out. All I see is that woman's stomach. You see? That's Nubreed, gang. Nubreed Global Truth. I didn't even know it was him. I just walked right past because I'm not expecting him to be there, guys. Because I know he left. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. My wife had to tell me that's Nubreed. Look, he walked right past. Look at the women. You see? The women that he was with while his so-called, watch this, gang. Watch this. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, gang. While this woman here was pregnant, Nubreed was at the telly getting it in with 2 women. And he had another woman pregnant at the same time, guys. At the same time. 2 women were pregnant at the same time while Nubreed was in North Carolina at the telly at 4 a.m. getting it in with 2 women drinking and smoking. That's right. And I aired this out and none of his viewers held him accountable. None of them. He's supposed to be a man of God. What is he doing this for? This is not godly. Where in the Bible did it say to do this? Where in the Bible did it say go to the telly with 2 women and get it in while you got 2 women outside pregnant? Sick.
Yo, what up, man?
Man, I've been up all day, bro. I just called you. I knocked on your door all
Let me
day.
tell you something.
I was just talking to them out here. Out here. Hey, I was up all night. Got my gun
Look.
on me.
He said he got his gun on him and all that. Let's go.
I don't trust nobody.
I said, I don't trust nobody, not even him.
I'll tell you straight. So, we're going to talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we need to. Hey,
We're going to talk.
Hey, let me show you.
Because I don't trust nobody right now.
Look. Sent me the same thing.
The same dude.
No, this is Rollo.
He was trying to blame everything on Rollo right there. Check it out.
He sent me the same thing. What time is that?
Hold on, wait a minute.
Notice the 2 women waiting, guys. Do you see that? Notice the 2 women waiting for Nubreed. Now you tell me, why would a man of God that quotes scripture would be at the telly at 3:30 in the morning with 2 women coming from the bar while he got 2 women pregnant out in Atlanta somewhere? You tell me, guys. I'm trying to figure out for the life of me why his viewers won't hold him accountable for being a whoremonger. He told you guys he don't do that no more. But clearly he got caught.
Minute. That's
So
12.
we need to put our evidence together to figure out where he sent you, where he sent me, so we can figure out what's going on here.
Because the same dude is still texting me. And the crazy thing about this is,
I blocked Rollo. You can't text me. But that's the last text I got. It says,
Now, guys, if you want to see this video, if you want to see that video, all you got to do is just go to the platform, right? And find the original source video titled, let me see if I can get the title for you guys. Nubreed cheated on his wife and plotted on Rollo and Ringo TV, right? Just find the video. You can watch the video because I don't want to play the whole video. You know what I'm saying? We're doing a show right now. But that being said, let's get back to Nubreed basically celebrating the Pfizer plant destruction after the tornado hit North Carolina so we could continue making our points about him. I wanted to show you guys that so you know for a fact that I'm not lying. This guy was cheating on all his baby mamas with 2 women at the telly, and he got caught on camera in 4K, for real, for real. Like it was a mess.
It sounds as though it'll be several more days to a week before we see it go below 110 degrees in Phoenix. So this record will be crushed, not just broken.
The majority of our calls that we are going on are going to be medical calls.
Emergency responders carry IV fluids on ice to
Now think about this, guys. Medical guys have to get IV fluids and all of this other stuff to residents because they're in trouble. You got a lot of people that need this vital resources. And Nubreed is basically saying that God sent judgment so that these people can suffer. He's celebrating this stuff. And you're going to hear him say this. You're going to hear him say that he's celebrating.
quickly treat patients overcome by the heat.
Now let's go back into, they did a really quick brief on the, and ladies and gentlemen, if we experience any difficulties, let me know off the break. Do not allow me to stream and we're having technical issues without saying anything, please. All right. They like to play with the connection a lot. So definitely do me that solid. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if everything is streaming seamlessly, ladies and gentlemen. Do that. Because looking from my end, I can't completely tell. Okay. Great. All right.
Coast with tens of millions of Americans is still plaguing the country coast to coast with tens of millions of Americans still facing heat advisories. In Kentucky, the governor declared a state of emergency after potentially record rain flooded the state.
Notice they said tens of millions of people are suffering. Nubreed said this is God's work, that God did this to judge the earth.
This was the scene in Mayfield in southwest Kentucky. And in Rocky Mountain, North Carolina, a tornado packed 150 miles per hour winds pummeling a Pfizer pharmaceutical plant. And the twister also tore the roof off of part of that building as well, sending medicine and other debris.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at that building. Would you look at that? Would you look at the Most High? Look at the Most High's work. Look what the Almighty did.
Do you see how he's giving it to the Most High? He's saying that God did this, guys. That's so sick to say.
Wow. Marvel at his work. Marvel at his work. Now, what do the scriptures tell us? Hold on, let me go there. Because I don't think people understand this is the Most High's judgment. Psalms 148:8. Fire and hail, snow and vapor, stormy wind is fulfilling his word. So when you see the weather being sporadic, when you see these things taking place, that's fulfilling the word of the Most High. Nahum 1:3.
Notice somebody in the chat named Gina on his video says beautiful. Notice that, guys. That's how sick these individuals are. Somebody in his live chat says beautiful, meaning the destruction. They're celebrating. But for some reason, because I'm talking about Nubreed's breakup with his baby mama, they're saying, you shouldn't be celebrating. That's not right. You shouldn't do that. But yet this guy is celebrating a tornado that destroyed people's lives. Y'all not seeing the double standard, the hypocrisy? It's okay for him to do this, but it's wrong for Ringo TV. Are you seeing that? They're clapping and celebrating, guys. They love this.
3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord have his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's having his way right now.
He's having his way right now. People lost their houses, guys, and Nubreed is celebrating this. Imagine this, guys. You folks, think about you good people that go to work every day. You stay out of the way. You don't bother nobody. You just try to live your life in peace. And your house get ripped from the ground. All your personal belongings destroyed, house destroyed. You don't got nowhere to live. You struggled all your life. And yet Nubreed is celebrating the fact that this happened to you. And he's telling you that God did this. Imagine you're a Bible believing Christian, whatever title you call yourself, and you're hearing a YouTuber saying that God judged North Carolina or wherever, and you were affected. How would you feel about that? To hear the YouTuber say that God sent judgment. And you're like, look, what does this have to do with me? I didn't do anything. So why would God want to destroy my property for? What kind of God is that? If he know I got kids and I got to provide and protect, why would God destroy where I live and then want me to worship him some more? I'm not worshiping him. Forget him. That's crazy. I worked my whole life to get to where I'm at, only for you to tell me that God did this to me because he's upset with the Pfizer plant? That's crazy.
He's having his way. Could you imagine all the damage? All the damage. See, I got to be careful with my wording on this, so y'all please bear with me.
Notice he said he got to be careful with his wording. You know why? Because he's wrong. He's wrong. That's why he said he got to be careful. People suffered, and this demon celebrated this.
We're just going to use scripture to let the scriptures talk. Now, some people are probably thinking, well, Bree, why is this something to celebrate when people are going to be unable to get medicine?
Did you hear that, guys? Did you hear that from the horse's mouth? Why is this something that you should celebrate? But yet you got this idiot named Brainwaves Advice Topics who made a video. Is it wrong to celebrate when your enemy falls? He was defending Nubreed in this video, guys. He made a previous video mocking Nubreed, celebrating the fact that he broke up with his baby mama. And then he made a new video defending him. Why? Because he realized that I'm making videos about Nubreed. So in order to get caught up in the algorithm, he's trying to get people on his side like he's doing a righteous thing, like he's a Bible believer. This dude is fake as it come, bro. First of all, he's copying my material because I was the first person on YouTube to talk about this case with Nubreed breaking up with his baby mama. Nobody knew about this. Nobody knew about it, guys. I'm the first to talk about it. And he made a video to try to piggyback off my content, which is what he always did. That's why I cut that damn devil off. Because anytime I do a video, he want to do a video about the same thing every single time. And I'm like, damn, you can't find nothing else to talk about. You got to talk about what I talk about. You got to do that. So you're not a content creator. You just make content based on what I do and what I say. So now he's trying to defend Nubreed by making it seem like if anybody's celebrating that him and his baby mama broke up, right? That they're not Bible believers, that they're ungodly, that they're wicked. You know? That's what they're doing. You even had some other dude that made an apology towards me. He was up in his video basically agreeing with Brainwaves, which just goes to show all these people are hypocrites. Because when they're ready, they talk about Nubreed, but when I'm addressing him, all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. Fuck these people, fam. Real talk. I'm tired of these fake people, bro. It seemed like a lot of people be fake, bro. Fake. Anytime these individuals are addressing me, they busy laughing, mocking, celebrating, doing all sorts of stuff. But the minute I address these demons, everybody want to make it seem like I need to just go in a corner and stay quiet. No, I'm never staying quiet. God's judgment hit Nubreed's house. He hit Nubreed's house with judgment. Judgment has fallen on this man. His house is out of order. He's not following God. How you a man of God and you and your baby mama broke up? How you a man of God and none of your kids live with you? The Bible says if a man don't take care of his own household, he's worse than an infidel. And none of you viewers that support Nubreed ever question him and say, damn, you got a house and none of your kids live with you? Your kids live in horrible conditions. Guys, listen, people, if you find out the truth of where Nubreed kids live, the conditions they're in, and then you go look at where Nubreed is at, it'll make your blood boil to know that this man's kids live in the slums. His baby mothers are struggling financially, struggling, begging him for support. This man won't do nothing for his kids, fam. And then he had the audacity to call the police on his baby mama, kicked her out the house because he couldn't handle the fact that she was telling him about himself. I can guarantee you, even though she did wicked things towards my family, I can guarantee you she was telling Nubreed about himself. And he didn't like that. So he decided to kick her out the house with his own son, y'all. With his own son. He kicked his own son out, and his son is probably like 1 or 2, guys. Kicked the young baby out with the mama. Sick. Sick. No heart, no compassion, no empathy. And if he's like this towards his own seed and his own baby mama, then I know he hate me. And I know he hate you. Because no righteous man would kick his seed out on the street. The Bible talks against men that do these things. This man kicked his own baby mama and children out the house. Real sick man. Let's get back to the content. Hit that like button, y'all. Don't hate on the truth. Hit the like button.
They're talking about medical shortages. And, why is this such a blessing to you?
He said it's a blessing that it's medical shortages, guys. Medicines, that there's shortages. Nubreed said it's a blessing. Think about how many of you have elderly family members who depend, guys, on these resources. Nubreed says it's a blessing from God that they can't get the medications they need to survive.
Well, simple as this. The scriptures tell us in Revelations 22:2, in the midst of the streets of it, and on either side of the river.
He's just twisting Bible scriptures. Anytime you hear Nubreed quoting scriptures, he's always twisting scriptures out of context.
Is there the tree of life, which bare 12 manners of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month, and the leaves of the trees were for the healing of the nation. It said the leaves of the trees were for the healing of the nation. That means every fruit, plant, yielding seed is medicine, ladies and gentlemen. I don't understand how people don't get that the Most High is trying to pull you towards the scriptures. He's trying to pull you to learning the ways. And
so basically what Nubreed want is for you folks that need medications to say, forget about your doctor, forget about what they said, go find a plant in the woods somewhere and consume that to help yourself. How you going to do that when you don't even know what to do? So obviously you're going to go to the hospital, But Nubreed is happy that you can't get your medication. And again, guys, if you're new to the platform and you want to join the live chat, be sure to become a channel member. It's very simple. Become a channel member so you have access to the live chat. Over here, we want civilized human beings are able to pretty much have conversations in the live chat without any trolls, dropping N-words and disrespecting people and acting crazy. We don't want none of that mess in the live chat. So if you are a decent, civilized human being and you want to join the conversation as you see in the live chat, become a channel member today. That's it. Let's go.
Living the ways of the Bible. That's what's going on in this earth right now. He's leaving some people without a choice.
He's leaving what? Nubreed said God is leaving you without a choice. Everything in life is a choice, guys. The Bible says, I set before you life and death, blessings and cursings, therefore choose life. Everything in life is a choice. Why would God leave you without a choice?
While judging the wicked.
So he said judging the wicked. So in Nubreed's mind, everybody in North Carolina and various other places that was hit with the tornado, as well as the severe heat conditions, he's telling you that you're wicked and God saw it fit that you need to be punished for whatever reason.
I mean, it tells you straight up.
Now notice, he wants you to believe that God is punishing the wicked, but for some reason, when it comes to Nubreed, he's not wicked. So let me get this straight. So Nubreed's house fall apart, him and his baby mama split. You gonna tell me he's not being judged by God? You're going to tell me that's not God's judgment? By his own logic of declaring that the tornado was God's judgment, why can't this be God's judgment? Are we just going to look at the fact that Nubreed broke up with his baby mama as though, well, that's his personal business, Ringo. You need to leave him alone. No, fuck that. When he's ready, he talks about everybody on YouTube. He talks about everybody's marriages falling apart. He talks about all these celebrities. He talks about everybody that goes to prison. But when his relationship fall apart, you expect me not to say nothing and be quiet? No. It's time for him to be talked about. The same energy he put out is the same energy we putting out. Straight up. These social media people want to come online talking about everybody else's business. Anytime somebody else going through something, they want to talk about it. But when they going through something, they don't want nobody talking about their drama. No, we talking about his drama. We going to talk about it. We ain't going to stay silent. No, he don't deserve that silence. We got to address what he's going through now.
The scriptures also tell us in Luke 10:34, and went to him and bound up his wounds, pouring in oil and wine, and set him on his own beast, and brought him to an inn, and took care of him. See, oils and wine is medicine too, ladies and gentlemen. Oils and wine. Matter of fact, in 1 Timothy 5:23, it tells you, drink no longer water, but use a little wine for thy stomach's sake.
And keep in mind, he's an alcoholic too. And he's telling you to drink wine for thy stomach's sake. So he want elderly people that need specific medications to disregard what their medical provider is talking about and go get some alcohol to drink that. That's what Nubreed is basically telling you to do.
And thine often infirmities. Is that the scriptures? Is that the Bible telling you to drink wine, ladies and gentlemen? Is this telling you that it helps with your stomach? So it's a lot of natural remedies. And this is the truth they don't want us teaching. You already know what it is. Luke 21:11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famine, and pestilence, and fearful sights. Great signs shall be from the heaven. All praises, all praises.
So he's praising God for destruction, guys. So if you're a person who endured natural disasters wherever you live in the world, Nubreed is telling the world that it's God's judgment on you because you're wicked. That's what he's doing, guys. That's sick. That is sick that he would do these things. And he's celebrating this as a victory, like God is getting some get back against wicked people. But for some reason, when he's being judged, he starts to cry. When he's being judged, he don't want nobody talking about him.
Now, let us continue.
We got 200 people watching, only 120 likes. Guys, you got to do better, man. You got to do better. I don't understand this, guys. I don't understand for the life of me how I can come on social media, speaks the truth about what's going on, right? And I got to keep telling people, hit the like button. It don't cost you not $1. Why are you even watching if you're not hitting the like button to support the show? That's crazy. You don't think that's crazy? It would be better for you to leave. What's the point? What's the point of being here, seeing me work, seeing me provide the content, and you don't even say to yourself, well, you know, this YouTuber is doing an excellent job. Let me support him by hitting the like button so that he can grow, because I like watching his videos. But what you're doing, guys, is you like watching the videos, but you don't want me to grow. That's sick. That's sick, man. Imagine that we got to stop the hate, guys. When people are doing good work, you got to learn to support them. It's so frustrating to have to keep stopping a show to inform people, hit the like button, man. How do you think people grow on social media? If you're not liking the like button, you're telling YouTube, I don't like his videos. Well, then why are you watching them for? I would be more happy if you just don't show up than to show up and you don't support the show. That's like I'm having an outdoor concert. An outdoor concert. It says free concert. All you got to do is come inside and listen to us play, and we're just going to do our thing. And you come in, you watch, but you don't even support the show. You don't sign the book at the front gate to say, hey, I was there. So by the time everybody leave, nobody signed the book. Y'all just got a free show and enjoyed yourselves. And I'm left with the bill. And nobody supports nothing. That's crazy, man. We got to do better, guys. Because people like Nubreed, he gets support from people. And he's evil. He's laughing. He's mocking natural disasters that affected the lives of people, elderly people that have died, suffered because they couldn't get their proper medication and resources. He's laughing at them, saying that God wanted to judge everybody because he wanted to destroy the Pfizer plant. That's sick. And you're not going to support the content creator like myself that's bringing this information to the public so people can be warned about this sick individual? I don't know, man. The world is really backwards, guys. It's like the people that do evil, they get supported. The people that do good, people just reject them and don't support them. It's like they want them to die. And you're wondering why there's so much evil in the world.
Everywhere. So more than a dozen people there were injured. CNN's Diane Gallagher is just next door in the town of Dorchester. Diane, what are you seeing there?
Northern Tool and Equipment.
Let me let this ad pass. Get back to the show. He get paid from those ads, guys. That's how he make money.
You know, Abby, here in Dorchester, Nash County, North Carolina, this is where we're seeing the predominant amount of damage here.
You see that? In North Carolina, you see the damage? Nubreed said God did that, and that's judgment. So he's happy, guys. He's happy for this.
From that EF3 tornado. Look, basically, it's things like this. We're talking about large pieces of...
Wow, it was an EF3 tornado. That's something major right there, ladies and gentlemen.
He don't even know what an EF3 tornado is because he didn't graduate high school. He's a dummy.
People's homes, nails, shingles, as those 150-mile-per-hour winds ripped through Town Hall Road where we are right now. It's only 16 people we're told who were injured, but if you take a look... the
people were injured too, and Nubreed is laughing at that, mocking their injuries as well. That's crazy.
Stories of survival from that. Thankfully, no one was killed. There were people inside this home.
Notice the home, guys. These are people's properties destroyed. Nubreed said that is God's judgment, that God did this because he wanted to get at the Pfizer plant. So he decided to destroy other people and hurt them. Such a good and wonderful God, right? Right? That makes sense? You know, in the church, they love to say God is good. Well, if God is so good, why would he destroy your house? Because he's trying to get at somebody else's house. That makes sense? Doesn't sound like a good God to me.
When the storm came through here, look, according to the National Weather Service, this is the first EF3 tornado in the month of July.
Even though I tell these folks to hit the like button, they still didn't hit the like button, guys. Ain't that crazy? Even though I told these folks deliberately hit the like button, they don't hit the like button. But now if I transfer the live stream to members only, see, the live chat is set to members only. I can set the live stream to members only. Now you can't watch. You see that? Now think about if I had the live chat open. All those people that's in the clouds would have something to say in the comments for free. But because I'm recommending that they become channel members and they realize, wait a minute, I got to spend $5 to be a member. Man, I'd rather just sit on the side and just watch for free. That's the nature of human beings, fam. They just don't like to support nothing, but they love to enjoy watching. That's sick, right?
Ever to hit North Carolina.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you hear that? This is the first EF3 tornado to ever hit North Carolina in July. Ladies and gentlemen, and guess where
notice this, guys. He's happy about this. He's happy. He's celebrating this.
Decided to go right to the Pfizer plant. We're talking about the biggest, the largest distribution center. Now, if you're an individual who is just atheistic, or I don't know, if you're a person who just thinks that everything just happens randomly, and everything is just by chance. It just happened that way. That was just a stroke of luck. Then, you're not going to make it. You're literally a meat suit at this point. Literally, you're a skinwalker. You're done. Your soul is gone. You don't have any discernment.
Keep in mind, guys, Nubreed's audience are all NPCs. He have a very dumbed down audience. They're just foolish people. Remember, a content creator that is intelligent attract intelligent people. So if I'm a smart man and I'm thinking logically, normally I'm going to attract people that think the same. That's just natural. It's just like the friends and the company you keep around you. You typically keep company around you that think like you. Doesn't mean you think the same. At the same time, you share certain values. So you're able to have decent conversations. If you're a decent person, you're not going to want to be around people that are, toxic, So you're going to be around civilized human beings. Doesn't mean you all believe the same things, but you share common interests, which makes these relationships interesting.
Videos. But I want to go to this dash cam video so we can kind of see it firsthand, right? Dash cam footage captured moments. The moment a powerful tornado hit a Pfizer plant in North Carolina. Let's see it. And we on the Weather Channel.
And what's crazy, guys, is when I moved to North Carolina, right? I can recall somewhere, I believe it was in 2025, I believe. There was a situation where I think there was a major storm that happened in North Carolina. And it was a lot of damage, a lot of power lines down, just really, really bad. A lot of flooding. Nubreed was making videos because he hoped that it would hit me. But it didn't hit me. In the area where I'm at, I'm literally on the hill. So all that flooding didn't affect nothing. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he was hoping that it would. They had a situation that was about 30 to 40 minutes away where there were wildfires that were tearing North Carolina apart, literally burning everything down in its path. And Nubreed was making videos talking about God is judging North Carolina. He was hoping that I would be affected. His viewers were praying for me to die. You could see it in his live chat. They was like, Ringo's down there. He's going to get judged. They were literally hoping, guys, literally in this live chat. They was like, Ringo's going to get his. And I'm sitting there watching this like, these people are not Bible believers. They're not men of God. They're sick. He was literally live streaming North Carolina with the wildfires, similar to what happened in, I believe, LA, where Los Angeles, where all the fires burned down all the luxury homes and a lot of people struggle. Situation like that happened out in North Carolina. And Nubreed was celebrating that, guys, talking about his God's judgment on the wicked. And he was hoping that I would die. I had a lot of people texting me, DMing me, asking, hey, you good? The forest fires, the wildfires are out there. They thought I was in the line of the destruction, but I was not nowhere near that. I wasn't nowhere near that. Thankfully, at the same time, other people were, and they suffered. And Nubreed was laughing at that, mocking the fact that these people suffered. And I just want the YouTube community to know this. Like, why would you be following a person that literally thinks like this? It's not like he is having an issue with one person and that person got judged because they did something to him. And he's like, well, hey, he got what he had coming. No, Nubreed is mocking everybody that suffered. Millions of people that had issues with these storms.
Look at this thing. Goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, that was all but 30 seconds. That was all but 30 seconds. Amika says,
notice he's mocking the fact that it was only 30 seconds when this can happen. This happens all over the world, guys. It's called natural disasters. Natural disasters. But for some reason, he is taking light of this and mocking the fact that people are suffering. And he takes it for a joke.
They can engineer. Hold on, let me read this correctly. They can geoengineer and try to manipulate the climate all they want and try blocking out the sun, but they cannot overcome the Most High's oversight. That's a fact. Wow. I mean, just look at this.
You know what's so crazy is that his live viewers, his supporters, they're all celebrating with him about this until it affects their life, until their house is destroyed. Then what? Now, all of a sudden, they're going to say the devil did this. Have you ever noticed, guys, that when people go through something, right, personally, they always say the devil is doing it. They never say God is judging them. You ever notice that? They're mocking the fact that all these people lost their houses, right? And they're saying this is God's judgment. But let it happen to them. Let them lose their house. They're not going to be saying, we thank you, God, for your judgment. We thank you for destroying our house and keeping us homeless. They're not going to say that. They're going to say the devil did it. They're going to say they're under spiritual attacks. That's what they're going to say. And this is why you shouldn't do stuff like this. You know, it's one thing when somebody is wicked and they get judged by God. That's one thing. But when a natural disaster take place, that is not the time to be laughing at people who lost their house.
Dang, man, that was all but 30 seconds, but look how massive it was. And I wonder why the dash cam turned green like that for a second.
Because you're an idiot. That's why. He's wanting to know why it turned green like that. He's so dumb, he don't understand digital artifacts in video, where the screen just kind of flicker or whatnot due to the color and all of that. But because remember, you're dealing with night vision cameras and various other tech. This guy is such a clown. He don't even know about this stuff, guys.
Maybe that's something they did on a video, but that's odd right there as well.
He's crazy, man.
That's odd. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking very closely at this. If you look, I don't know if y'all...
Now listen to this dumb stuff that he's going to say here, guys. Watch this dumb foolishness that he's going to post. Matter of fact, let me see if I could do this real quick, guys. Let me see if I could do this real quick, because I know that the little screen that he's showing is so small that you can't even see it, right? So let me see if I can do this and kind of make that, just that section of the video large, right? So let me see if I could do this, right? Okay, let me do some quick edits right here real fast so I can do this, because I want you to be able to see what he's showing so we can see how foolish he sound, you know? So let me do this. That way it makes it better for you guys on your end. How about that, guys? Much better, right? All right, let's look at what he's doing now. Let's go.
See my arrow, but if you look here in the left-hand corner, man, I'm paying attention to details. That literally looks like a face. How many of you all see that? It looks like a face.
He said it looks like a face. It looked like a face. This is why, guys, I tell you, mental health issues is real. This man is telling you that there's a face on the screen.
Right there in that tornado. In your left-hand corner. When you turn the night, yeah, that's the night vision. Maybe it shook and the night vision turned on, but it looks like a face.
So a face is in the air, a face. This guy is crazy. This is what his viewers listen to, guys. And you can see that this all happened in 2023, right? I believe on the 19th of July. Let's go.
Man, I'm telling you. This is something, man.
This is crazy.
Just tell you, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of all knowledge. The fear of the Lord. I fear the Most High.
He said he fears the Most High. That's a lie. If Nubreed feared the Most High, right, this wouldn't be happening in his relationship. That's the result of disobedience. If he feared the Most High, him and his baby mama would be married. They would have a successful, godly relationship. They would be led by the Holy Spirit, and there would be no drama. You know? No relationship is flawless. You're going to have, disagreements, probably some arguments. That's normal in relationships, but you're not going to separate and go your separate ways. When that happened, that's because the devil is in your house. And Nubreed would never admit that the devil is in his house. And if he did, he'll just say his baby mama was the devil. He won't take responsibility and say, well, he's the devil. He'll just put it all on the woman.
He's not to be played with. Not at all. All right, here we go. Okay. Let's see, let me share this. And y'all know what to do. Like the video if you gain an insight. And if you are for what took place, if you are for the Most High's judgment, here we go.
Notice he said, if you're all for the Most High's judgment, you need to support his platform by hitting the like button. And his dumb audience went along with him. They love that type of stuff, guys. There's a lot of people that love hearing about God's judgment when other people suffer until it happens to them. Then it's not God's judgment. Now it's, oh my goodness, please pray for me. Please pray for my family. But you were just celebrating about God's judgment. Now all of a sudden you want everybody to pray? That don't make no sense, man. Let's go. Let me see.
All that information about how it's going to have ramifications down the line, which it almost certainly will. We mentioned earlier, we spoke to someone who worked in that section that you could see from Chopper 11 that had collapsed. It had been reduced to a pile of rubble and debris and rebar, and that's the warehouse area, he said. So as we learn more about what the potential impacts will be to supply chain and to the product that's housed there, we'll obviously share that information from you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all say it's cutting out. Let's give it a few moments. All right, put a 1 in the chat if we're back in. I'm waiting on the ones.
What I want to do, guys, right now is I want to go to the newer video that he published yesterday, where he was basically responding to, I guess, the videos that I'm making. And he's trying to deceive his viewers into not listening to the things that I'm talking about, because he's very ashamed of the fact that he's being judged by God. Like his relationship is in turmoil right now. And he want his viewers not to, look at him in a bad light. You know what I'm saying? He want his viewers to think that he's a righteous man, and anybody that's talking about him, they just got issues. So let's review this video so we can break this thing down. Let's go. Now, keep in mind, Nubreed baby mama and him are no more. This is a fact. This is what he been hiding from the community. The judgment that hit his home is what he always wanted to happen to me. His curses basically fell on him and his children. All of the evil that he uttered about me and my family, it affected his family. And he don't want nobody to know this. That's why I'm sharing these videos, guys. Because I want y'all to see that God is judging him. He don't want you guys to know that his relationship is over. Because a lot of you that follow Nubreed, you still think that him and his baby mama is cool, that they still together, they taking care of the kids. No, they're not. She got a restraining order against her. Nubreed put a restraining order, guys, a restraining order against her. He got her arrested and booked into the county jail, guys. That's what Nubreed did. So let's review his video, guys, and break this thing down, because he just finished showing you that he's laughing and mocking and celebrating the judgment of God on North Carolina and various other places due to natural disasters. But when the judgment hit his house, It's not a laughing matter now. Now he want everybody to have sympathy for him. Let's go.
It's a very painful realization when people spend all their time, effort, and energy trying to turn people against you. Listen, brothers and sisters, a lot of you all have endured smear campaigns.
None of his viewers endured smear campaigns. When Nubreed talk like this, he's projecting what he believes he's going through onto his viewers to make his viewers sympathize with him. He's being judged by God, and he don't want his viewers to know the truth.
Or humiliation rituals that backfired on the person who tried to conduct such acts.
Now, notice what he just said. He said that this smear campaign and humiliation rituals, that it backfires on the person who's doing it. So what he's basically saying, guys, is that if I'm making videos about him, he's assuming that I am humiliating him or running a smear campaign on him, and how it's going to eventually backfire on me. That's what he's basically wishing. I told you guys, Nubreed want me to die. If I would have died today, God forbid, this man would make a video laughing. Trust me when I tell you guys. He would make a video laughing and celebrating. That's what he always wanted. That's why his house fell apart. Let's go.
A person who spends all their time gossiping, slandering.
He said gossiping and slandering. There is no gossip here. His baby mama and him is no more. She was arrested. She was booked in the county jail, and that is a fact. That is not gossip.
Lying on a person. And it comes to no avail. They practically lose their damn mind, y'all. I'm telling y'all like that. They become tortured souls. They really be going through it.
No, he's going through it right now. He's going through it paying those bills. He's going through it because he got 6 to 7 kids that he got to pay for. This man's pockets is empty. You understand? He's struggling to stay afloat because he know he got all these kids and all these baby mamas going to court to get that child support.
They be exuding all this weird energy. They are miserable people.
No, he's miserable. He's projecting what he is, guys. He's a warlock who is miserable.
Absolutely low-based. And they feel remarkably foolish because they never thought that people can see through their BS.
No, we can see through your BS. Because now the people know that you and your baby mama are not together and you've been lying about your lifestyle the whole time. You've been trying to make the public believe that you're this man of God who's a good father. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know this man don't take care of his kids? This man got like 6 to 7 kids and they don't live at his house. He's at a 4-bedroom house, guys, in Atlanta, and none of his kids are with him. None of his baby mamas are at that house. This man is in the house alone because he recently broke up with the current baby mama that he had that's on the screen. And he broke up with her because of their issues that they've been dealing with in the house. Let's go.
They didn't think that people were very intelligent. They thought that people are foolish like them. And they thought that they were so crafty and cunning that their manipulation tactics would work.
But see, he's the one doing the manipulation tactics, and he got a lot of you under strong delusion. Look, I know a lot of you that are viewing hate me, right? You don't even like my video, but you watching my video because you just want to hear what I got to say. You're that wicked and that evil that you would sit here all this time watching me. You don't support the show. You don't hit the like button. Some of you like the stream and then you unlike the stream because you don't like that I'm talking about your idol god, Nubreed. You worship him. And he's a warlock who abuse women. He's a warlock who don't take care of his kids. And no matter how much I share this truth, you don't care. But if it was the other way around, that I got a big old house in North Carolina and none of my kids live with me, you folks would crucify me. If it was told that I got a big old house and none of my kids are being provided for, you folks will be talking about me in a bad way. If it was about me that my wife was arrested and booked into the county jail and I put a restraining order on her, YouTubers would be making 1,000 videos about me. But because it happened to this bastard, everybody's upset with me because I'm talking about it. And that just goes to show that most folks are just evil. And they've been wanting me to suffer. And guess what? It all happened to Nubreed. And you don't like it. You don't like the fact that all the evil things that Nubreed wished on me, it's happening to him. And you don't like it.
They're weak. A lot of you brothers and sisters are going through an ascension phase.
Notice he's saying that his viewers are going through that. His viewers are not going through anything. And this is why, guys, you got to be careful when YouTubers keep saying what you're going through. It's one thing to speak in general about basic things, but he wants you to believe that you're going through what he's going through so that you can relate to it. And now when you can relate to what he's going through, guess what? When he's being judged, you won't hold him accountable because you'll look at it as he's being attacked by Ringo TV.
A time of enlightenment. And your growth is really casting a huge shadow on these people who really want your light.
You could look in his eyes and see that he's lying to you. Look in his eyes, guys. Look into his eyes. You could see that he's lying, that he's angry. You could see it in him. There's no truth in this man. There's nothing in him. He's lying to you. He's being fake. There's nothing real about him. He's upset with the fact that his life fell apart and he can't seem to settle down with a decent woman. He got like 4 baby mamas, over 6 to 7 kids, guys, all over the place. And he's not even taking care of them. And I'm holding him accountable. And it's like people are mad at me. And yet we say there's no leaders in the black community. You got this piece of shit dude not taking care of his responsibilities, and taxpayer dollars are going into all these food programs to take care of his kids because he don't want to take care of them. He kicked his baby mama out with the baby, and nobody's talking about that. Instead, people are sympathizing with him. So let me get this straight. So everybody's on his side and not on the baby mama side, who got to deal with the responsibility of the baby crying and hungry. Wow. Totally amazing.
I could tell you this right now. They never thought that people can see through them. And it bothers them. They feel exposed.
He feel exposed.
Feel hurt.
He's the one that's hurt.
You know, they thought that if they continue with lies.
There's no lies, guys. Everything that I'm talking about regarding this guy is 100% facts. There's no lies. He want you to think it's a lie. That man is in that house alone by himself.
For long enough. They thought that if they could continue to talk about you negatively long enough.
He's talking about me, guys, but he's not mentioning my name. It's called sneak dissing. He's not addressing his viewers and trying to do regular content. He's hurt by the fact that I uncovered what he's going through. He is shocked that I even found out. He's trying to figure out how in the world did Ringo find out about my issues in my house? Because I'm not supposed to know this, guys. But for some reason, the Most High made me find this info, and it's burning him up.
They thought if they stayed persistent, that somehow it was going to turn everybody against you and they was going to turn a lie into the truth.
You see that? He wants his viewers to believe that I'm trying to turn everybody against him. No, people are going to turn against you when they know that you fake. You've been living a fake life the whole time.
That's what they thought. But the Most High had other plans. See, ladies and gentlemen.
For some reason, he wants you to believe the Most High had other plans. He just got finished telling you that the Most High is judging everybody in North Carolina. Now he want to tell you that the Most High have other plans. No, the Most High is judging you. He's judging you. You're a deadbeat dad. You're not there for your kids. You're a piece of shit. Let's go.
This is a spiritual warfare. We battle not against flesh and blood, but wickedness and principalities in high places.
Yes, and you're wicked.
And what you got to understand, brothers and sisters, is real, recognize real.
Do you see the manipulation? Real, recognize real. In other words, he's trying to make himself out to be the real, and that his viewers are real enough to recognize him as being real. So in other words, Ringo is fake. So in other words, don't listen to Ringo because Ringo's lying. No, Ringo's not lying. Nubreed knows that I'm speaking the truth, and he's upset about it because he's a failure. He's a failure as a father. He's a failure as a man. He's not good with women. He's not good with money management. He's a failure at life, and he will never amount to nothing. You understand? Because he's a warlock, and he always been wishing death on me and my family, and it seems like the Most High put him in his own curse. All the evil words that Nubreed uttered against me and my family and my kids, he's now suffering those consequences right now. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, Nubreed spoke death over my children, curses over my children. To the viewers that are in the live chat, please put a 1 in the chat if you've been following all the videos and you know for a fact that Nubreed disrespected my wife, disrespected my dead mother, talked about my children in a negative way, a very extreme negative way. Put a 1 in the chat so these people that are viewing in the clouds can actually see you, that you know the facts. Because a lot of times they think I'm just making this stuff up. So if you can, if you're still viewing, put a 1 in the chat so that the viewers that are in the clouds that don't know the history can understand. Because I had an idiot the other day, matter of fact, yesterday, that came into my live chat and they said, I never see Nubreed talking about you. I don't understand why you keep talking about him. And I'm laughing because for that person to say they never heard Nubreed talk about me is insane. Because the man made a lot of videos lying about me and my family. And they're trying to act like I'm just wasting my time talking. No, they want me to stay silent on what he's going through because they know it's going to affect his platform. I don't care about this dude. This dude deserves every bit of a judgment that comes his way because he's evil. His mom recently died, y'all, after he mocked the death of my mother. Could y'all believe that? This man was online doing live streams, laughing at my mother's death, y'all. And then guess what happened? His mother died. Judgment came. Judgment, ladies and gentlemen. And he still haven't repented. He didn't even go to a funeral. This man never even came online and said, hey guys, I'm going to my mother's funeral. Never. He never took no time off YouTube to mourn the death of his mother because he never loved her. All of this I brought out in videos. You understand? He never loved his own mother, guys. Never did. He mocked my mother when I shared on YouTube that my mother struggled with drugs during the crack epidemic in the 80s, guys. The 80s, the crack epidemic in New York. My mom struggled with drugs and she eventually got free. She cleaned up her life and got right with Jesus Christ. This man came on YouTube mocking my mother, calling her a crackhead, disgracing her life on YouTube. And then when his mother got sick, you know what this devil did? He came online and shared that his own father died because of drugs, guys. Imagine that. He was laughing and mocking my mother, who struggled with drugs and died of cancer. And then he revealed that his own father died because of drugs. My mother didn't die because of drugs. She got free and lived a great life for many years. And then she got cancer and cancer took her out. But Nubreed's father died because of drugs. You would think that a man that know his father died because of drugs would understand what I was going through with my mom. But no, he didn't care. He thought it would be entertaining to mock my mother's drug addiction when I was a kid. You would think that this man would be reasonable and understanding about what we go through. A lot of us had parents that was on drugs. I'm not ashamed to talk about it because I'm a content creator. My job is to be transparent with the viewers so that we could relate with one another. That's how we have open discussions and conversations. I turned out to be a great guy. I'm a father of 4 girls, a husband, you know, I'm a good quality man. And just because my mom struggled with drugs, that doesn't mean I'm going to turn up on drugs too. You see, I never smoked. I never smoked cigarettes. I never smoked weed. I never smoked nothing because I saw what happened to my mom, guys. I saw the destruction. And you would think that Nubreed would have some sense of understanding. So when I heard him talk about his father dying by drugs, I made videos about that to expose the fact that he's a hypocrite. And people got mad with me saying, why would I make videos like that? And I'm like, dog, this man's father died by drugs, yet he mocked my mother death. And y'all can't see that enough to hold him accountable. Nubreed's viewers never hold him accountable because he's a warlock and he got them under a strong delusion. Let's go.
And the issue is the only people who would turn against you, brothers and sisters, would be fake people. People who like gossip, nonsense, people who like slander.
He keep talking about people that like gossip. Nobody's gossiping about him. He's the one that been gossiping about me. Do you know this man went around YouTube calling me a pedophile, guys? This man literally made videos alleging that I'm a pedophile messing with 9-year-old girls. Guys, I would be in prison if that was the case. That's what he was telling people. He was going around telling people that I said it's okay for a grown man to marry a 9-year-old girl who gets her menstrual cycle. That's what he was going around YouTube saying about me, guys. Sick stuff like that. And I'm a father of 4 daughters. But this is what he was saying to try to destroy my reputation on YouTube. This is what this sicko was doing. And I find that guys that spread these kind of malicious rumors, typically these be guys that are pedophiles, that do these things. And when you think about it, guys, when you look at his relationship with this woman, he most likely got with her when she was between the ages of 16 or 17. Because she's 23 now. We're in the year 2026, guys. 2026. When I left New York, this woman was probably like 19 or 20. And she was pregnant. So that means Nubreed probably got with her when she was like 16, 17. And yet he on social media talking all this crap when he was out here hunting around for this young lady to impregnate her. And now their relationship is no more. And she's 23, left with a baby and damaged goods. And this grown man gets to go out and get with other women, leaving a trail of bodies of women that are broken with babies. And he have the nerve to try to call me a pedophile. And his viewers believed him, guys. Even though I never been arrested in my life, guys. Never. Ringo TV, never been arrested. Never had a traffic ticket. Never been pulled over by the police. Nothing. I follow the law. But for some reason, this man keep projecting what he do. He's the pedophile. He's the sicko. He's the man that abused women. He's the deadbeat dad who don't take care of his kids. That man was jealous of me from day one, guys. From day one. Nubreed have always been jealous of me and my family. When him and his baby mama came to Brooklyn, New York, when I was moving, they came into my apartment in the projects, guys, in New York. I moved out the projects from the hood. And I'm not ashamed because that's where I live. See, I don't know what it is with people. They be ashamed of where they live. I'm never ashamed of where I live. Never. Why would you be ashamed of where you live? If you came from the hood, if you came from the projects, there's nothing wrong with that. I got a lot of viewers that still live in the projects. You know? So it's like, why would you be ashamed? I invited them over because I thought they were good people. I thought that they were going to be supportive. They came to the projects, guys, and then went to social media to talk about me and my wife. Talk about, oh, he lived in the projects. Their elevators, this. He lived in a 1-bedroom apartment. with 4 girls. That's a lie, guys. It was a 4-bedroom apartment. A 4-bedroom apartment. This guy made videos claiming that I was in a 1-bedroom apartment with 4 daughters. How could I do that, guys? And I had a studio. You guys see the studio on my introduction on this platform. Guys, the studio video that you see as the welcome video on my platform right now, that studio that you see me in on the intro of this channel, that studio was in the projects in Brooklyn. So if I had a 1-bedroom apartment, how could I have a studio in the apartment if I'm living in a 1-bedroom with 4 girls and a wife? Explain that. He tried to make me look bad by claiming that I wasn't providing good living conditions for my family, even though I moved into a house in North Carolina. He wanted to make me look like I'm not providing. Why? Because that's what he's not doing. He's not providing for his kids. At least my family live with me. His family don't. And he tried to masquerade himself around YouTube with this woman speaking against me, lying on me. And now him and that woman is no more. They're done. She don't even like him. She most likely got with a new guy already. For all I know, somebody was cheating in that relationship. And it burned him up. She could have been cheating on him. He could have been cheating on her. Whatever the case is, their relationship is over. Over. You know why? Because they're being judged by God. And his viewers can't accept that. And they don't like the fact that I'm making content about it. They're upset. None of his viewers holding him accountable to say, bro, I thought you're a godly man. What happened between you and your baby mama? You need to let the public know, fam. We out here supporting you. And Ringo is basically saying that you and your woman separated and you called the police on her and put a restraining order. Is that true? It is true. Go look it up. Go to my first video. I put the link in the description area for any of you to go get the court documents. It's all there. He knows it's a fact. He wants you to believe it's all gossip. And it's no gossip, guys. I don't got time for gossip. I only focus on the truth. Let's go.
People who enjoy drama and sensationalism.
He said people who enjoy drama. I'm only giving you back the same energy you put out. You like to talk about people, but when they talk about you, you want to say they enjoy drama when you enjoy drama too? If this was about me, you would be talking about it. If my wife was arrested or if I was arrested, Nubreed would be making videos about it. He knows that. So he's salty about this.
People who typically just are not on your level anyway. And so what happens is these people who are coming against you are pretty much being used as a buffer to shield you from people who are not supposed to be in your life anyway.
I actually kicked this dude out my company, out my circle, once I realized he was a snake. When he tried to run my pockets for money after the move to North Carolina. This man made a big deal on social media and was telling everybody that I owed him money and I didn't pay him. And then I had to expose the fact that he was lying. He was using his baby mama to try to get money out of me. This is what they were doing, fam. And I had to literally defend myself against this demon. And his viewers were on his side, believing every word. And when I brought out all the receipts proving my case, they didn't even have the decency to apologize and say, damn, Ringo, I apologize for believing this animal. You know, he really did try to extort you out of your money, fam. I really didn't know it was that serious, man. My bad.
Beautiful system that the Most High put in place. I love it. And it works to a T. And I could tell you this right now. It eliminates a lot of potential threats. And it keeps you locked in on focus and focus on people who actually gravitate towards you in a positive manner. So you got to count it all joy.
Guys, I give this man to, let's say probably next summer. He's not going to be living in that house. By next summer, Nubreed is not going to be living in that house. He's going to be moving, guys. The only reason why he's at that house is because he got to finish the lease. You guys know when you rent rental property and you lease a house, to break your lease, it'll cost you money. It will cost you money, and it can affect you getting another rental spot because you left on bad terms. You broke an agreement. You know, people take that very serious. So what people tend to do is they'll just complete the lease in terms of going through until the lease ends, and then they can reapply and find a new location to downsize, because he really don't need a 4-bedroom house at this point, being that his baby mama is not there. So having a 4-bedroom house is a waste of time. This is why he should have never left that townhouse that he was at, where he was in a 2-bedroom townhouse. The only reason why Nubreed left that townhouse is because he was covered in me. When he saw me go move to North Carolina and get a house, he felt intimidated by that. He saw me get a house, get a new vehicle, and he wanted to keep up with the Joneses. So what did Nubreed do? He went and tried to do exactly what I did. He went to go lease a house. He even went in debt buying an automobile and was in videos talking about God blessed him with a vehicle, even though he got to pay a car note, which is kind of crazy, right? This is what he was doing. You won't see me in no video saying God bless me with a car note, you know, or bless me with a car. It don't make no sense. I had to go get a car because I have a family. Matter of fact, my vehicle is my first vehicle that I ever had. I bought that vehicle when I was 47, guys. I'm 49 years of age right now. My first vehicle I purchased at 47. 47, guys, where some of you probably had a vehicle in your teenage years, in your 20s. I got mine at 47. And this man was jealous. And he already had a vehicle. And he went and got another one because he felt he needed to have something brand new to keep up with Ringo. Keeping up with the Joneses is a real phenomenon, guys. It's very, very real. Any of you that live in a community where there's a lot of people with houses, you know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of keeping up with the Joneses. You'll see neighbors buying cars, trying to keep up with you, trying to do things with their house, remodel the house, trying to make themselves look like they're trying to compete. And it's sick. I just stay to myself. I don't waste my time interacting with everybody because I don't got time for all that competing with neighbors. I don't got time for that. That stuff is sick. Imagine you watching your neighbor trying to compete with them to see who can get this and who can, get a new car, and everybody's in debt paying car notes. Y'all all got to pay these banks. So stop fronting like you living great when you know you paying bills like everybody else.
And you got to also understand that the scriptures tell us that we will be hated for his name's sake.
Now, he want you to believe that if I'm making videos about him, it's because of his namesake, meaning because he followed Jesus Christ. No, I don't like this dude because he's a piece of shit. He's not a good person. It's not because he's following God, because we know he's not following God. This man don't follow God. This man is evil. You see what I mean? But he want his viewers to believe that if people are talking about him, it is because of his relationship with Jesus Christ. It has nothing to do with that. If he had a real relationship with Jesus Christ, he would not be spreading lies about me. He would not be mocking the death of my mother who died of cancer, the woman that I love. He would not have done that if he had Jesus Christ in his heart. And I've already made all the videos. All the videos are on my platform, guys, where you'll see this man on video laughing at and mocking the death of my mother. Question: If someone was mocking the death of your mother, how would you feel about that? How many of you viewers that are in the clouds that are not in the live chat, you're just kind of just tuning in, how many of you lost your mother, lost your dad? How would you feel if you see a YouTuber making a live stream laughing at your mother's death? The mother who bore you into this world, guys. And you see a YouTuber rejoicing, laughing at, making merry of the loss of your mother or father, the one you love. How would you feel about that? You won't feel, listen, You're not going to be happy about what they're doing. You're going to be angry, guys. So why do you get mad at me for expressing myself after all that I've been through? How could you do that to me? How could you do that to me, guys? Knowing that this man mocked the death of my mother, disrespected my children. This man was talking about my children in a sexual way, guys. A sexual way. Talking about daughters, girls, guys. Sicko, a real sick individual. This man was disrespecting my wife, guys. He took a video where I shared a story about how me and my wife met when we were kids, when we were teenagers, guys, at a Halloween party. This man made a video alleging that my wife was sucking dick at this party. That's what he did, guys. This evil person that you see on the screen there made a video talking about, yeah, Ringo, when he met his wife, when he was a teenager, yeah, she was sucking dick at that Halloween party. I could tell she was sucking dick. That's what he was doing, guys. That's what he was saying about a black woman, a teenage woman at that time. Because we met when we were teenagers, guys. We were just kids having fun. I didn't even want to go to the Halloween party. My cousin took me to the party. My primo took me to the party. And that's where I met my girlfriend at that time. And guess what? From the age 15, guys, I'm still with my wife today. And I'm 49. Nubreed can't say this about relationships he's in. I met my wife when I was 15 and I'm still here, gang. That's long-term success. That's a blessing. Nubreed's relationships are cursed. None of his relationships last. You know why? Because he's evil. He got 3 to 4 baby mothers, over 6 to 7 kids out there, possibly more, that he don't provide for. He's in a 4-bedroom house and none of his babies are with him, guys. You never see Nubreed with his children. Never. But you see me with mine. You see me with my wife. You see me out and about, guys. Y'all just saw me and my wife come from Florida. We took a trip to Florida to a wedding, guys, celebrating life of another brother who found a very good woman. You know, come from a respectful family, a respectful woman. You know, I was invited and I'm so happy to have been at that wedding, to be around good people, man. And I'm happy for that brother, that he have a blessing. When I tell you this brother have a blessed wife, guys, to you brothers that probably wondering, is it still possible to find a good woman? Yes, it is, bruh. It is. It's still possible. You know, it's still possible because the wedding we went to, this brother have a good wife and she has a good husband. Because the brother's a good dude, fam. When I tell you, good dude come from good families, man. And it's a blessing. Nubreed don't have that. He don't have that. He don't got no peace. That's why when you look at him, he look paranoid. Look at his eyes. You can't see the devil. You can't see that that man is struggling with mental health issues. You can't see it.
It's the light in you. A light that they can't obtain because they're too busy being full of jealousy, pride.
Jealousy? Nobody's jealous of you, dog. You have a poor house and poor relationship. Why would anybody be jealous of that? You know? This man been jealous of me, guys. He been trying to compete with me and covet everything that I do. And it failed every time.
Ego, envy, and all these low-base, low-level emotions that they go through. See, brothers and sisters, they're going crazy.
No, you're going crazy. You're going crazy. You're cursed. Nubreed, you are cursed. And you're being judged by God. Own it. You're going crazy. You're sitting in that house paranoid, losing your mind, walking around that house all alone. Your son is gone. He's not in that house no more. Remember, you mocked me by saying I don't have no sons and how God is cursing me so I don't have no son. Well, guess what, Ninja? Your son is gone. Your baby mama took him, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. And guess what? The courts is going to give her custody of the child because you're a deadbeat dad who don't take care of your kids or your responsibility.
With resentment. They're being tormented.
No, you're being tormented right now.
Tortured in their souls.
You're being tortured in your soul. See, he's projecting all the things that he's going through, guys. He's going through all these things, this torture.
That they can't turn people against you.
He think that I'm just trying to turn people against him. I'm just doing content because this came down the pipeline and I'm going to do what the Most High want me to do. He think that I'm trying to turn people against him. People going to turn against you because you're fake. You lied the whole time. You had everybody believing you're this righteous man, and you're not. You're not. If God was with you, your relationship would be blessed. But it's not. You know why? Because you're cursed. Just like you love to go around talking about everybody else is being judged by God, you're being judged by God too. If your relationship fell apart, that is because you're not serving God. You're not who you claim to be. It's just that simple.
And the beautiful part of it is the righteous can see. And if you are enduring this, I want you to keep in mind that
you could tell he's crazy because he's looking all over the place. He's thinking about what to say before he say it. He's not really flowing. And because his audience are NPCs and they're dumbed down, they believe all his lies.
The best thing you can do to combat a smear campaign is lock in on yourself.
Smear campaign? Everything I'm sharing is the truth. You just don't like it, fam. You got to eat it up. The same way you talk about everybody else, we're talking about you. This man is making videos talking about Nolan Wells, about, yeah, they did it, blaming white people for Nolan Wells' death. And he don't even know what's going on. It's okay for him to blame other people for other people's deaths with no facts. But yet when we bring out the facts about his garbage relationships, all of a sudden now he calling it gossip. Talking about, oh yeah, they're talking about me, they're negative. Man, stop.
Lock in on your relationship with the Creator. Set healthy boundaries for yourself. Go on your self-improvement journey. You know, begin to cut off negative people and negative energy.
He ain't cut me off. I cut him off. I cut this dude off so fast, he took it to social media crying. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember Ringo TV cutting Nubreed off. Put a 1 in the chat for the viewers so they can know the facts. Because this man acting like he cutting people off. I cut this ninja off once I realized he was a snake. And he got offended. He got offended and went on social media crying, talking about, oh, you know, it's not right what Ringo doing, blah, 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 blah. Just saying a whole bunch of junk. Mad at the world, fam. Just sick. Let's get back to the content. Hit the like button.
And don't lend ear to naysayers, because you don't want that negative energy even around you. The Bible says, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil.
But you spoke evil about me. You spoke evil about my family. You spread lies and rumors. You was the one who went on a smear campaign against my family. And now your family is destroyed. Your family is over now. You're the only one in that house and you're miserable. Did your baby mama take the other car, or do you have 2 cars sitting on the driveway? Is that what's going on? Is that the fact? Because I could go check Google Map and check your driveway. Oh yeah, I know where you live. Trust me, I know where you live, Nubreed. I can go check Google Map, and Google Map will tell me if both cars are on your driveway. Because I believe that other car that you came to North Carolina with, that was your baby mama's car. That wasn't your car. That was her car. Because you're a bum. You never had a car. You were using women. You were using women. That's right. We're going to have to do a video with the Google map and find out exactly what's going on, because I need to make sure that what I'm saying is factual. Because if she has a child, she got to get to her folks. So I wouldn't be surprised if that other vehicle was her vehicle. And you were using that woman's car the whole time to travel to North Carolina. That's the reason why you got a vehicle, because that was her vehicle. Wow.
And the way you do that is not let it enter your presence at all. See, a lot of these people had a vision for your life. A lot of these individuals thought you would be a soft kill.
That's what you thought about me. You thought that I would be a soft kill, an easy target, but you got cursed by your own words.
You were somebody that they can target, exploit, galvanize.
That's what you thought about me. You thought you could get money out of me, and when you couldn't get it, that's when you crashed out on social media.
And ultimately, destiny swap with.
That's what you were trying to do with me, destiny swap. This man wanted to be me so bad. He wanted my public image so bad, guys. And it all failed and backfired. The Most High put him right back where he belonged, at the bottom. At the bottom. He tried to flex with a new vehicle, a leased house, a new woman that's pregnant, baby showers, and it all fell apart. You know why? Because he's cursed. And people are mad at me for bringing out this news. Just accept it, guys. Nubreed is cursed, and he's being judged by God. When you're blessed by God, right? Your relationship don't fall apart. It's one thing to go through hard times. We all go through hard times. It's one thing to have financial issues, health issues. That's just a part of life. But when you have a relationship is something that's supposed to last. Meaning a husband and a wife, a man and a woman should always stick together when there's hard time. That's the time y'all supposed to really be bonded together to get through the fire.
But it didn't go according to their plan because they were not able to rally enough of their demons and minions.
No, that's what you weren't able to do. Look in his eyes, guys. You can't see the evil in that man's eyes. You can't see the devil in him. That man been trying his best to destroy my YouTube platform, destroy my family. He tried to send people to kill me. All of this stuff. This man did live streams where he was recruiting other men to try to send them to kill me. That's what he was doing, guys. Nubreed did this. It's all documented on video. This is what he's been doing over the years. Out of pure jealousy, guys. And every time I would make videos defending myself, people would tell me why I'm talking about him. I'm obsessed. And all I'm doing is sharing my thoughts. You could see the evil in his eyes. There's no God in this man. This man is a devil.
And you got to understand, they can only operate in groups and hives. Without numbers, they fall. Without numbers, meaning recruiting people. This is how gang stalking happens. They have to go through a whole recruiting process of getting people who dislike you. And see, the only people who would feed into the negativity is people who don't like you, brothers and sisters, anyway. They don't like you anyway.
He's talking about negativity, but that's all he talk about all day, about other people. When he makes videos, he's talking about other people in a negative way. He just made a video, guys, talking about black women are the devil. Let's get that video. Watch this, ladies. To all the ladies that are in the building, you just heard what he said. You just heard him, guys. Now watch this, ladies. Watch this. Hold on. Let me fast forward a little bit. Watch this.
The first person to ever do a deal with the devil and become one with the serpent seed was who? The BW. Yep.
It looked like some of y'all scared to put BW. It is what it is. Look, Genesis chapter 3. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, have God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the tree of the garden. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch of it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die. For God doeth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw that tree was good for food, that's all it took. Subdability. Through her desire. Through her curiosity. It says, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant unto the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, and took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto the husband with her, and he did eat. The B-Dub, she made a deal with the devil.
Do you hear what he's saying, ladies? Nubreed is saying that the American black woman made a deal with the devil. I did a stream yesterday where I was reviewing part of this video. We got to continue it later on today, where Nubreed was bashing American black women, saying that they made a deal with the devil and how they're evil, pure evil. He was bashing black women like never before, guys. And nobody won't hold him accountable, guys, from his page. They just let him rock out. That's why I'm showing you this. Let's go.
She was easily persuaded. And now, mind you, the scripture says that Adam didn't sin. It said that Eve sinned. Adam's only sin was not taking accountability.
All of that is a lie. Adam sinned too because Adam took of the fruit. Yes, Eve brought sin in the world through her actions, but Adam also sinned because he took of the fruit too. But he's trying to put all the blame on women and make it appear like men had no accountability. And this is why he don't take accountability for his actions and he only blame women.
Saying, Lord, I messed up. I shouldn't have did it. He just blamed the woman. But he actually didn't sin. It was Eve who brought transgression into the earth. She brought it into the world. But Pete, what it did, Genesis 3:15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. And it shall bruise thy heel, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Wow. Now, why would enmity be between our seed and her seed? Why would enmity be between her seed and our seed, brothers? Because her seed was tainted by the serpent. Yo, it's in her DNA to be evil, bro.
You see what he's saying about black women? This devil named Nubreed Global Truth says it's in the black woman's DNA to be evil. If you're a black woman and you're listening to this live stream, we here at Ringo TV Reactions are holding this devil named Nubreed Global Truth accountable for bashing American black women. This man is so hateful. He is so bitter because he have many failed relationships that when he broke up with his baby mother, he went online and made this video to bash black women because he couldn't get his way.
It literally ruined and polluted her seed, and it caused enmity in the earth. She became one with the devil, bro. You want to know who the closest person is to the devil?
Now think about this. He's about to tell you who's the closest person to the devil. Ladies, And I want all ladies, whether you're white, black, Asian, whatever your nationality is, I want you to see how this black man think about his women. Look what he's about to say.
In this life, y'all think it's the white man? No. It's the BW.
Wow.
It's the BW. Oh, y'all mad. I get it. Look, let me just tell y'all like this. My content is for black men. My content is for black men. I don't care about nobody else.
Wow.
Except for black men. I want to make sure you black men are good.
Wow.
I want to make sure you black men don't get caught up in the devil's tactics.
Do you see, ladies? Do you see why I make these videos to warn you about these YouTubers? This man said that his content is for black men only, and he called black women the devil. Now, I want to know how you ladies feel about that. That's why I tell you guys, join the membership so you guys could be in the live chat and y'all could be communicating so that we could get this show going. We have members that are in the live chat right now. We got 230 people that are viewing in the clouds. You guys, you ladies, should be in this live chat right now. So join the membership and let your thoughts be known, because it's wrong what this guy is doing. So I'm showing you this because he just contradicted himself. He's talking about people talking about him, but look at how he's talking about black women. That's disgraceful. His mother is black. And this is how he treats black women. And he got daughters. Absolutely sick.
I want to make sure you black men don't get caught up with the enemy that's within.
So in his mind, the enemy that is within is black women. So he's trying to teach black men that we need to avoid black women. That's what he's doing, ladies. He's teaching black men on social media, trying to recruit. Now, remember in the clip that we just finished listening to, Nubreed was talking about people recruiting people to talk about other people and whatnot. But look at what he's doing. He's recruiting people. He's recruiting men to hate women. And you ladies are wondering why the dating game sucks. You're wondering why all these platforms on social media are always bashing women all day. You're wondering why. It's because of these YouTubers. Let's get to the tape. Hit the like button.
I can care less about anybody else but black men.
So he don't care about black women. He's not fighting for black women. He don't even care about black women. He only concerned with black men. This is why if you're a black woman, you shouldn't be following this guy. You shouldn't be. That's clear as day. He don't like you. For real.
We're the last of a dying breed. We're the last ones left. My whole platform is about the survival of black men.
Wow.
The survival of black men. And I can tell you this right now. Ever since I can remember, the B-dub has caused us nothing but pain and grief.
This is sad, man. The amount of evil coming out this man, and you have a lot of women that follow him, y'all. This man was telling black men they need to go get with white women, Asian women, and all this other stuff. And again, if you are in an interracial relationship, to each his own. You know? It is what it is. At the same time, for him to come to social media to encourage that, that's hate. It's one thing if you ran into somebody, let's just say hypothetically, you're a white woman, and for some reason you're at the park and whatnot, just kind of just doing your thing. And, you know, a black guy just kind of just come through, he's working out, whatever the case is, and y'all just kind of start chit-chatting. Next minute, it's like y'all hit it off. You know what I'm saying? It's like you live in a community that's predominantly white, you know, but for some reason, he seems like a cool guy. And it is what it is. You know, hey, you work out here? Yeah, I work. Oh, my name is such and such and such. Hey, maybe I'll see you tomorrow. We could work out again. Oh, that'll be great. Hey, wow. And you're excited about that. And then before you know it, y'all having these conversations, and it's been about a week. Y'all been in the park. Y'all been seeing each other at the park every now and then. And then you just kind of exchange numbers real fast. Next minute, y'all got a relationship. Then there's a child. Things happen. It is what it is. You know, or you're a black woman and you're just kind of at work and you met this guy and, you know, maybe he's a Nigerian guy or a white guy, an Asian guy. I don't know. And y'all hit it off. So we're not here to say that if you're in an interracial relationship, it's a bad thing and you're just a horrible person. That's not what it is. What we're saying is that what Nubreed is essentially doing is teaching men that they need to leave black women alone because they're inherently evil, and they need to get with women of the other nations. That's sick. That's crazy. That's hateful. Shouldn't be doing that, you know, because he's generalizing all women that way. And think about it. He got daughters, guys. I'm a father with 4 daughters. I got 4 girls, guys. I'm a girl dad. I don't got no sons. All girls. That's right, guys. All girls. That's right. And yet I'm looking at this animal on the screen disrespecting black women in this manner, calling them devils.
Pain and grief. And no, I'm not talking about your grandmothers. I'm not talking about your mothers. I'm not talking about your aunts.
No, he's talking about black women in general. He's trying to clean it up because he know he's wrong.
That's stupid. You're not in romantic relationships with them. I'm talking about these women who create enmity between the seeds.
How could he disrespect all black women like this if he's not in relationships with them? He's only doing this, guys, because he had a bad experience with a woman, right? And he figured, well, since I had a bad experience, let me take out my frustration on all women. And that's wrong. Should never do that. It's like if you're a woman, right? And you had a bad experience with a man. It's never a good idea, ladies, to treat all men like they're a piece of shit because you had a bad experience with one man. That's never a good idea because you're going to sabotage your own future if you think that way, right? Because all men didn't do that to you, right? You just got to make better choices, make better decisions with how you conduct yourself so that you're protected from these dogs and these animals. But that doesn't mean because of your bad experience that all men are out to get you. There are decent men out here. The problem is a lot of times ladies don't give them the time of day. It's a sick world we live in, guys, where a lot of men just don't get that opportunity the way they would like. And it's frustrating, you know? It really is. A lot of times you ladies, you're out there, you're in the dating scene, you get involved with men that are no good. You think he's good, but he's never good. And it's like you go through this drama, and then because of one experience, you think men in general are like that. That's not the case, ladies. So in Nubreed's case, when he made that video, he had just broke up with his baby mama. Something happened with the courts, and he was pissed. So he decided to bash black women as a whole and program black men to be just as wicked as he is because he hates women.
That shall bruise thy head, and you shall bruise his heel, based on the demonic impression that these women have. Look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. B-dubs in America are evil, bro.
Wow, wow, wow. Ladies, if you don't see that this guy is from the devil, I don't know what else. But let me get back to the original video right here so that we could examine what he had to say. Let's go.
Some of these people don't like you and don't even know why. Most of the time it's because of preconceived notions. Most of the time it's because of hearsay, which goes to show that they're not on your level of intelligence anyway.
Basically what he's saying is that if anybody dislike him, it's because they're not on his level, or because they heard information from me. So basically what's happening right now is people probably coming to Nubreed privately, asking him about the things that I'm talking about, and it's frustrating him. He's frustrated about that because it's like, you know, why are all these people coming to me privately, checking and trying to be in my business? So he's trying to make those people believe they're not on his level when really he's trying to hide his business from the world. He have a responsibility as a YouTuber to let his viewers know that, hey, I broke up with my baby mama. Some of y'all might say, well, that's nobody's business. That's not. No, it is y'all business, fam. You know why? Because you're supporting his platform. If you guys know that I'm a family man and I'm going through something and it's really, really serious and eventually it's going to hit the public, it don't make no sense that it stays hidden. It's one thing to keep certain things private, but it's another thing when people start asking you like, yo, bro, where's your baby mama? Bro, where's your son? And when people start noticing that they don't see you're a woman, they're going to start to question you. So rather than letting that happen, just let the cat out the bag and then we can move on from there. But in his case, he don't want to tell nobody about it because now accountability comes into play, because now he would have to confess on who's at fault. Because when they ask him, bro, why you and your baby mama are no longer together? Whose fault it is? What happened? Did somebody cheat? What did you do? What did she do? Did you hit her? Who called the police? What's the status of the child? People gonna wonder what's going on. So he have a responsibility as a man to address these issues, but he avoids it because he don't want the public to know that his relationship failed. Because he know once the public know, Ringo TV is gonna find out and I'm going to make videos. But guess what? I found out about his situation before he could even talk about it. Up to now, he didn't talk about it. I just found out because I'm on social media and I just said, hey, let me look for this. Let me look for that. Let me do this real quick. Boom, 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 boom. And boom. Come to find out, this is going on. You see what I mean? And he never told nobody, guys. And that's what's so shocking about it is that he's in shock as to how did I find out? How did I find out, fam?
If they're just judging people based on something they heard.
Judging people based on something they heard. That's what you do every day. You judge everything that you heard. You know, you're judging Nolan Wells' friends based on what you heard. You're accusing Nolan Wells' friends of killing him, even though you don't got no proof. Everything is by what you heard. You're a fucking hypocrite, dude. You be online judging people all day based on what you heard. And now that I heard that your so-called baby mama got arrested because your ass called the police, right? Now you salty about that because you figure, hey, nobody's gonna find out. No, we found out the real. We found out what you did. You see, you ain't hiding all of that from us. You're not gonna be able to get away. No, this man called the police on his baby mama, put a restraining order on her, kicked her out the house, guys, with the baby, right? And then want to come on YouTube to act like he's a man of God and talking about people spreading rumors and lies and gossip. You a damn joke, bro. I'm speaking facts and you can't stand that. And there's nothing you can do about it but take it, you know? You love to talk about other people's business. You love to talk about the latest breaking news. Well, the latest breaking news is you broke up with your baby mama. That's news. And it's worthy of a conversation. You know, you're a deadbeat dad and a horrible person, and you failed in your relationship. So if you could talk about P. Diddy, if you could talk about Carmelo Anthony, if you could talk about Nolan Wells, if you could talk about everybody on social media, best believe I'm gonna talk about your ass. Who the heck you think you are? These YouTubers be thinking they above reproach. They be thinking they could just come on out here, talk about everybody, and then when they go through something, they don't want nobody to address them. Nah, we gonna talk about you too, fam. We gonna talk about you too. I don't care how you feel.
People talk all the time. I heard. A lot of the times you'll meet a person who gets talked about and you find out that's a cool person.
You see what he's trying to do? He wants you to believe that he's a cool person.
And at the end of the day, brothers and sisters, you're going to have people who come against you when you are on this spiritual journey.
He want you to believe he's on a spiritual journey, and I'm coming after him because he's on a spiritual journey. This man is not on a spiritual journey. This man kicked out his family. That's what he did.
It's part of the refinement process.
He's deceiving his viewers. He's literally gaslighting his viewers.
It's part of you being renewed. You're going to deal with adversity. There's always going to be someone or something that come up against you.
He's talking about me, but he's not mentioning my name because he's a coward. He's talking about people coming up against you. He's projecting on his viewers. He is upset that I'm talking about his issue right now.
When you're doing the right thing, that's part of life. Get used to it.
If he's telling you to get used to it, why he ain't getting used to me, and why his viewers keep telling me to move on if Nubreed is used to me talking about him? Come on now. That man hates me. When I tell you guys, look at that man's face. That man would love to hear news that I'm dead. I'm telling you facts, y'all. That man would love to hear that I died, bro. Look at his face. You can see it. He hates me with a passion.
If you don't have no haters, maybe you're not popping.
He's literally deceived. He said, if you don't have no haters, it's because you don't got it popping. So me talking about his situation, it means that I'm a hater? No, it means that I'm speaking the truth, and he don't like it. He's calling that hate. But when he's talking about other celebrities and their personal business, that's not hate. This man's a hypocrite.
Some genius lyrics. Don't remember the artist, but the lyrics be true. See, the Bible says when a man departed from sin, he becometh a prey. That means people are going to start lurking when they see you on the up and up, when your frequency is elevated.
How the hell do I know what this man is doing to try to come against him like he's on the up and up? I'm not in Atlanta, so I don't know what this man is doing. I don't know what he do in his life daily. I don't know. But he's talking as if though he's on the up and up, and because of that, I'm coming after him. This guy is crazy.
When your vibration is up, there's always going to be a creepy crawler.
He's a low vibrational animal. This man is not on no up and up. No.
In the cut, trying to shrink you and bring you down to their level.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court of public opinion, one of the things that YouTubers fear the most is another YouTuber who's intelligent enough to call out their bull crap. They hate when there's another YouTuber that call them out. YouTubers want to be able to just make videos, make money, right? Talk about everybody else's pain, everybody else's drama, everybody else's issues, right? And generate income for themselves. The minute somebody call out their BS, they lose their minds. Because in their mind, they're like, why are you talking about me for? You're messing up my money. You're messing up my business. You're turning people against me. They don't want that. But they don't mind dishing out. They don't mind dishing out. They love talking about other people. But when you talk about them, whoo-wee, they lose it, fam.
And it's mostly because they're just some insecure yellow belly snakes.
No, you're the yellow belly snake. You've been a snake for a long time. You falled out with everybody on YouTube. You know this guy fell out with everybody. I'm talking about everybody. He fell out with Mark the Messenger. He fell out with Rollo. He fell out with Brainwaves. He fell out with me. He fell out with Ethereal. He fell out with various other people. He fell out with Rufus. He fell out with Karatazar. He fell out with everybody. Everybody. This man fell out with everybody. He turned against everybody. He's the common denominator.
Who can't focus on their own due diligence. See, brothers and sisters, they're busybodies.
Busybodies? How are we busybodies when we're content creators and our job is to talk about different issues? You're a busybody. You don't take care of your kids. See, Nubreed, when you compare me versus you, I take care of my kids. You don't. Your kids don't even live with you. You're not even a man. Your kids are not even there in the house, fam. Do you know how sad that is? You can't even compare yourself to me when it comes to being a father. You're a horrible father. Like, seriously. You're not even on my level. I bet you never changed diapers. I don't think you ever changed a diaper in your life, because it seemed like these babies only been with the baby mothers. They never been with you.
Going home to home to home, seeing who they can corrupt. But a lot of the times, brothers and sisters, it doesn't work. It only works on those devilish people who already share the same type of spirit that they have. But
notice you don't see Nubreed talking about land initiatives anymore. Remember when he was talking about that land initiative, going to UP farms and all of that other stuff? You don't see none of that no more. You don't see it no more, guys. Why? Because it all flopped. It's cursed. I thought he was building a Mongolian yurt. Where is it? How come you don't see it, guys? Where's the results? How come him and his wives didn't move in it yet? It's summertime. How come that man is not out in North Carolina at the Mongolian yurt living in there with his kids? You don't even see it. The man is a damn joke. I told you it's all a scam. He was lying to y'all the whole time. All of that UP Farms, Jamboree, all of that stuff was a scam. All of it.
People who can see, people who are meant to be in your circumference, people who are meant to be your soul tribe.
Soul tribe. That's what his audience is. His audience is his soul tribe. And they're under strong delusion. Nubreed's audience is just as dumb as he is. That's why they relate to him. I got it all figured out. I be trying to figure out why people follow this idiot. It's because they're just as dumb as he is. You know? When you're an intelligent content creator, you attract intelligent people. For example, if you're viewing my live stream right now, in most cases, it's because you're an intelligent person. It's because you think logically. You're the kind of person that's family orientated. And even if you don't have no family, you're still family orientated. It means that you use your brain. You have deductive reasoning skills, conflict resolution skills. You're a quick thinker. You're the type of person that when you go to your 9 to 5, you do your job to the best of your abilities. You stay out of trouble. You're a good driver. You try to stay out of the way. Because why? You're going to only relate to the content creator based on your personality. So the way I am as a man, I'm going to attract viewers that think like me or share common interests. It doesn't mean we're, thinking the same perfectly. But what it means is we're around people that we can vibe with. Like if I was in a social event and we just struck up a conversation, we would be able to have a conversation because we come from the same mindset. So pretty much the people that I attract, they're my tribe. Whether they're white, black, Asian, doesn't really matter. If they think like how I think, then we can relate. And that is what creates community, So Nubreed's audience, being that he's crazy and mentally disturbed, he's going to attract people that are just like him. So when you're wondering why his viewers don't hold him accountable, it's because they're stupid. It's just that simple, guys. You can't expect NPCs and people with mental health issues like Nubreed to actually think clear enough to hold him accountable when none of them are thinking clear. There's no logical thinking people that follow Nubreed. So nobody's going to hold him accountable.
They're not going to allow a narcissistic demon.
He had the nerve to call somebody narcissistic when he's the narcissist, guys. This man is a Freemason. This man was involved in some scam that he had where he was messing around with these Freemason guys and going out to North Carolina to do these. So I forgot what kind of Ponzi scheme he's a part of. I made videos about it on my other platform, but this guy is sick, man. He sold his soul to the devil, took the oath, and his viewers don't even know that. I've been warning people about this man for so long, and y'all just don't listen. Y'all won't listen, man. I just don't understand, bro. All this guy got to do is talk about the Most High, chosen one, brothers and sisters, we as chosen ones, and y'all fall for the crap, and this man is a Freemason. Nubreed is a Freemason, guys. He took the oath already. I already told you. I showed you the video. I show you the video of this man at the private meeting taking the oath, and y'all still following him? Man, I tell you, bro.
To turn anyone against you. They're not going to allow anyone to turn them against you, I should say. And look, I could tell you like this. They be going through it.
No, you're going through it. You're going through it in that house with no woman. You ain't getting no cooch. You're dry. You're beating your meat. It's a real struggle in that house right now.
This is the reason why a lot of people be obsessing over you, brothers and sisters, because y'all be dealing with situations and circumstances with class personified. They don't have that level of dignity. They don't have that level of royalty, and they're miserable. A lot of them are full of resentment. A lot of them can't sleep unless they call someone else to stumble. That's what the scriptures say.
He's talking about what the scriptures say, but yet he kicked his baby mama out the house, guys, and got her arrested. Had his baby mama booked into the Henry County Jail, guys. The same hypocrite that you see on the screen talking all that garbage. Had this woman put out the house with the baby, and he never came on YouTube to address these issues. I'm calling this out because I want the YouTube community to know the truth. We ain't going to be hiding. You know, there's going to be some accountability here. You ain't going to be up online quoting scriptures talking about you a man of God and you kicked your woman out with the baby and you up in the house quoting scriptures, being a hypocrite. Nah, we're going to hold you accountable.
They be laying awake at night, tossing and turning with you brothers and sisters on their mind. And the funny part is you don't even be thinking about these people.
See? He's talking about me again, sneak dissing. In other words, he's saying that he's not thinking about Ringo TV, but Ringo TV is thinking about him. Guys, I do content about everything and everyone. He just don't like when I'm doing content about him. Fuck him. You understand? At the end of the day, I'm going to talk about whatever I want to talk about, fam. This man ain't taking care of his babies. What man come online quoting scriptures and you ain't taking care of your kids? You up here living in a four bedroom house, 2-car garage, and ain't none of your damn kids living in that house? You ain't providing for your seed? You ain't taking care of your women? You got 3 to 4 baby mamas and ain't none of them living in that damn house? Okay, if you put that other woman out the house, if you kicked her ass out, how come you don't bring one of the other baby mamas in the house and say, okay, you gonna live with me so I can take care of my kids? So he don't got none of the kids in the house. That man living in a 4-bedroom house, gang. 4-bedroom house in a decent neighborhood, less crime, while his kids, his 6 to 7 kids are living in the PJs, in the projects, right? In these communities where there's violence and drugs. His kids are living in these harsh conditions, guys. And he would not take the responsibility as a man to put his kids in a proper environment where they could be provided for, where his kids can go outside and go into the backyard. His children don't even live in an environment where there is a backyard where they could go play. This man got a backyard in that house large enough where his kids can play together and have fun and have a kid's life. His fucking kids can't even have that because this man is so damn selfish. And y'all mad at me because I'm holding this animal accountable? I'm holding him accountable. He's not a man. He's not doing his responsibilities. You know? He out here calling police on women. He just made a video that I showed you of him calling black women the devil, showing and expressing his hatred for black women. And y'all still riding with this dude, still supportive of a dude that hates his own baby mothers, won't take care of his kids, call black women the devil, and he's manipulating his viewers with Bible scriptures. And y'all still following this animal? Yeah, something wrong, fam.
You know, just because your life revolves around, you know, your life is the centerpiece of their existence. You are the bane of their existence. They believe it's the same thing for you, and you don't even be caring about these people.
He's projecting all his drama on his viewers. His life is pure misery. And he's trying to make his viewers believe that they're going through the same thing that he's going through. All the people that are watching Nubreed are probably way more successful, way more at peace, but Nubreed is online acting like he's this God-fearing man. That's why as viewers, you got to recognize when a YouTuber is fake, and you got to call out the BS when they're fake. The last thing you want to do is be listening to somebody that's fake and not real. You guys saw me out in Florida at the wedding. You saw me and my wife, out in the supermarket, out and about, living life. You don't see this man with no woman together, no kids, nothing, because he's a fraud and he's not living life as he claimed.
You don't think about him. You're not checking up on him. You don't care. See, one thing about God's chosen people, once somebody revealed themselves as an enemy, you pretty much dead to us.
That's what I did to you, dummy. I cut you off once I realized that you were the enemy. How you going to say what you just said as if though that's what you do? That's what I did to you. I cut your ass off once I realized you was a snake talking all this chosen one stuff when I cut you off. Everybody cut you off because you're a damn joke. You know? You're a joke. You were boasting all this crap, you and your baby mama, and now she left you. She don't want your ass. I already told you she was going to leave you. You feel stupid now, fam. You out here looking dumb. Your baby mama left you, dog. You look like a clown, bruh. A straight goofy. Your baby mama left you and took your son, and there's nothing you can do about it. Just like all the other baby mamas took all the kids from you. And you sitting there looking stupid talking about chosen one.
We don't care what you think. We don't care what you say. We don't care about your opinion. We don't care about you at all. Like, you pretty much done. And that's just how it is. And it should be that way, because that will protect you from letting people in and out of your life like a revolving door. And you got to.
Do you see how he's manipulating his audience? He's not telling his audience what he's going through, what he's dealing with, but he's making it seem like he got this perfect life. The man is fake, y'all.
Understand, people who showed themselves to have ill intentions, if they try to get back in your life in any way, more than likely.
Nobody's trying to get back in your life, fam. Like I told you, you're a piece of shit. Nobody want to be your friend, bruh. And we were never friends. So a lot of you folks that keep talking about me and Nubreed being friends, we were never friends. He's just a YouTuber that I met in North Carolina. You know what I mean? Just that's it. You know? But stop calling us friends. Stop saying that, oh, we used to be friends. We were never friends. You know? Never. Let's get back to the content. Let's go.
They're just trying to finish the job they started. That's it. You know y'all's circumstances. If it's people in your life that's truly apologetic, they're showing levels of repentance, they're moving the right way, and that's a whole nother situation. But for the most part, people don't even apologize. People don't practice self-autonomy.
He don't practice none of the stuff he's talking about, guys. That's the problem. Everything he's talking about, he don't even practice.
Don't practice awareness. They don't address the issues and the things they've done.
This man disrespected my dead mother, guys. How many of you lost your mother, lost your father, and you went to a funeral and you cried? You cried and cried, even till this day. Even till this day, guys, you still think about your parents that you lost. This man mocked the death of my mother, laughed at her, made videos mocking her death. Him and his viewers. That's what he did, guys. He did this to me. He disrespected my children, disrespected my wife. He did this online on social media. And people have the audacity to tell me why I'm talking about this dude. Because Judgement hit his door, fam. He's getting his karma, his just due. It's overdue. The things he's going through now is overdue. He should have been faced judgment for his actions.
And they like to project, and they like to, pretty much deflect and all of these kind of things.
No, you're just mad your baby mama left you. You ain't eating good no more. Why do you think this ninja lost weight? Talking about he's on a fitness journey. Stop the bull crap, bruh. Your baby mama not cooking for you no more because she got smart and decided to leave. You know, so you're not eating anymore. That's why you lost weight. You didn't lose weight because you're on a fitness journey or you're working out. You don't even work out. That crappy channel you made up talking about you working out, you don't even post workout videos. You post short clips. You don't post full workouts from the beginning to the end like me. On my workout channel, you see the full workout, not no clips, real content. Because you're fake. Let's go.
Instead of actually doing what they need to do. See, one thing about God's people, the reason why you cannot condemn the Most High's people is because we already take responsibility for our own actions.
That's a lie. This man is not taking no responsibility for his actions. This man didn't come online to address the breakup with him and his baby mama and take action and accountability. He kept that quiet, guys. He didn't want you to know. He didn't want you guys to know about the fallout between him and his baby mama. Imagine that, guys. Him and his baby mama had a fallout. Wow.
How could you judge someone who already know their issues, know their faults, took it up with the Most High, repented, strived to do better, and acknowledge their problems?
You didn't acknowledge nothing. You're fake. You didn't come online to acknowledge nothing. You're gaslighting the viewers, trying to confuse their minds. You know good and well you fake. Let's go.
The Bible says there's no condemnation of those who are in Christ.
He keep quoting scriptures and misquoting, deceiving the viewers.
It's impossible for anyone to judge you, brothers and sisters.
What? It's impossible for anybody to judge you. What?
When you already take account for what you've done.
So he's basically saying that if anybody try to judge him when he already took accountability, that we're wasting our time judging him. But he never came online to address the fact that him and his baby mama had a fallout. He never addressed that, guys. He never told you. He has a responsibility to his viewers, guys, to let them know. If I had some sort of issues with my wife and we're no longer together, guys, I would eventually have to tell you folks, because the last thing I would want is for everybody to just think that everything is good and I'm going through all sorts of hell and hot water. That's not healthy, you know? And if it was my fault, I would have to take accountability for that publicly, because eventually the news is going to get out there. You know, some may celebrate, some may laugh at me. It doesn't really matter, because content is content. Anytime celebrities go through a divorce, a breakup, court proceedings, whatever, YouTubers go ham on those cases, right or wrong. You see YouTubers just talking about it all day. Just like how they constantly talking about this Nolan Wells situation. I'm tired of hearing people talk about this mess, but they keep on talking about it, and they're just trying to make as much money as they can, guys. None of these people care about Nolan Wells. It's all one big pile of horse crap, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody getting arrested, guys. They just dragging this and dragging this and dragging this as much as they can to milk the system. They did it with Carmelo Anthony, and now they're doing it with the Nolan Wells situation. That's all they do, guys. Let's go.
See, they're battling against you. They're fighting in the flesh. You're fighting in the spirit. And the truth is, you're overqualified to be dealing with these type of snakes.
This man is a narcissist, fam. 100% narcissist.
These type of low lives, these type of disgusting beings.
He's talking about me, guys, but he won't mention my name because he's a coward. He's a coward. Like I said, man, this man is a straight coward. He's speaking in coded language as if though he's speaking in general, but he's really burning up at the sight of me making these videos. Let's go.
They have nothing better to do with their time than try to convert people against you.
See? You could hear it in his voice, guys. He's saying that I don't have nothing better to do with my time than convert people against you. Fam, I'm a content creator. My job is to do content. That's what I'm doing, my job. So when he say I don't have nothing better to do with my time, that's dumb, because I'm a content creator and my job is to speak on these issues. He just don't like the fact that he's the subject of the discussion. He don't like that, guys. But when it comes to talking about celebrities that are going through divorces, he don't got a problem talking about them. He don't got a problem talking about that. But when somebody talk about him, he cries. Well, keep on weeping and crying because I'm going to keep talking.
You're overqualified. The Most High look at you as a royal people, a peculiar people.
See how he's gaslighting the viewers with all this religious crap, lying to the people, making them get all religious. You notice that when he speaks, he kind of keep interjecting something religious to keep the people engaged in his content like it's a spiritual thing, when really he's just projecting his demons on his viewers.
Priesthood, royalty. And you know what? Royalty, they're not really concerned with peasants.
You see that? So he believed he's royalty, and he said they're not concerned with peasants. I thought this man is a Bible believer. Did you see what he just said? So in his mind, he believed anybody below him is a peasant, ladies and gentlemen. So what kind of God he served that he believed he's royalty and everybody else is peasants? Are y'all seeing that? He believed that we're all peasants and he's royalty.
And they're going to talk. People are going to talk, brothers and sisters.
See, people are going to talk. You see like how I'm talking about the fact that his so-called baby mama and him broke up? He mad about that, fam. And he can't control it because it's now out there. And he know people are going to find out. And he don't want nobody to find out because they're going to question him. I could just imagine how many people he blocked already who question him, people who DM him on Instagram, and he blocked and deleted them because they're questioning him now. Like, yo, bro, Ringo's talking about you and your baby mama breaking up. Is that true? What's really going on, fam? And he's blocking them, guys. If you've been blocked by Nubreed, please join the membership. Let us know in the chat or post a comment after the video stream and let us know that Nubreed blocked you because you asked him a question about his relationship, because I can guarantee you he's blocking people for even questioning him.
And I want you to understand that they're having conniptions. They are.
No, that's what you're having. Let's go.
Going through it. They're losing their minds.
You're losing your mind. See, everything you say, Nubreed, I'm sending it right back to you. You are cursed. You understand that? You are cursed and God's judgment is upon your house. Nothing you do will work. All the evil words you spoke over me and my family is destroying your whole life. You understand that? Everything you've done, you're getting your karma right now. That's what's happening to you because you're an ungodly demon. You understand? A very wicked person. And your audience is deceived because they don't know you're a wolf in sheep's clothing. I know who you really are.
They're going crazy because it just doesn't work.
No, it's working right now. Your baby mama not with you and your son is not with you, and it's hurting you deep down inside.
Their sorcery doesn't work. Their witchcraft doesn't work.
You mean your sorcery don't work and your witchcraft don't work? You've been literally praying over black candles and red candles for a long time, have my photos on your wall doing seances, but none of that stuff works. You can't curse what the Most High has blessed.
Everything that they try to do to you, brothers and sisters, it backfires.
That's exactly what happened to you, Nubreed. Everything you tried to do to me, it backfired on you. You're projecting all of your demons. We can clearly see that. You wanted my relationship to fail. That's never going to happen, guys. See, I'm rooted and grounded. So none of that stuff will ever happen. But with this guy, he's not rooted and grounded. So any woman he get with is going to always fail because he's not real. He's fake.
And they're in such a strong delusion.
Yeah, on your platform. Your viewers are under strong delusion. They're asleep.
They can't even grasp the concept of how they're being judged. They can't grasp what's happening to them.
Yeah, you can't grasp because you're dumb. You can't grasp the judgment that is on you right now. You can't even see that you're being judged by God because you're a narcissist. You're delusional. He can't see, guys, that he's being judged by God. He can't see it, fam. He can't see that. This man put a restraining order on his baby mama, got her arrested. She can't come around him because they were fighting like dogs in the house. all while he's on social media professing to be a Bible believer. And yet you got all of this domestic violence going on in the house while he's online acting like he's a righteous man, guys. He hid all of this from you guys. I'm just sharing it with the public because I don't want you guys to be deceived. Ain't no telling what this man did to this woman, fam. Ain't no telling what he did. He could have been beating her in the house, abusing her for a long time, and she finally got away from him. We don't know, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, all you got to do is stay on the godly timing. Shout out to King Connect. Stay on the godly timing. Stay in righteousness.
He's talking about stay in righteousness. This man is not righteous.
Do what it is you need to do. You know, nobody's perfect.
Yeah, you're not perfect. The Bible says, be ye perfect as your heavenly Father is in heaven perfect. So I don't know what he's talking about. Nobody's perfect. The Bible says you could be perfect. You understand? You can be perfect. He's not perfect because he's not walking in love.
And you got people out there trying to, you know, find fault in everyone. And
he's saying that we're trying to find fault in everyone. Isn't that what he do in his videos every day about other people? Do you see the hypocrisy, guys? How Nubreed likes to find fault in everybody he talk about. But when it's about him, he cries. Ain't that sad?
They just busybodies and roaming the streets trying to convert people against you. I know how it is, brothers and sisters. If you have been through this, talk to me. Where people just went out of their way.
People going out of their way. Nobody's going out of their way. You're on Front Street now. You're content now. You're content. If it was the other way around, Nubreed, you would be talking about me like a dog. So I don't care how you feel. You and your baby mama relationship is over. And the Most High is judging you. You understand? He's judging you for your sins. So stop crying, man. Stop crying, take accountability, and repent.
And it may have worked for some, but it actually ended up being a blessing in disguise.
What? A blessing? There's no blessing in this mess you created.
How many of you all have seen that where somebody worked overtime trying to turn people against you? And it may have worked for some people, but you realize the people that they did turn against you, they wasn't really good for you anyway.
In other words, what he's saying here, guys, is that by me making these videos, right, there's a lot of people from Nubreed's platform that have unsubscribed, that have left because they realize that he's fake now. And now he's trying to convince himself that it's a blessing in disguise that they were listening to me enough to turn against Nubreed. So in other words, I never needed them on my platform anyway. That's what he's basically saying. In a nutshell, he's basically saying that because people listening to my content now and they're deciding to leave, that it's good because they were never with him anyway. It doesn't mean that way. It just means that these people are waking up. If by me sharing these videos, it's making people see the truth. Number one, this man hates black women. He don't take care of his kids. He can't have a successful relationship. Have you ever seen Nubreed in a successful relationship, guys? I want y'all to be serious. With all of this chosen one, quoting scriptures, talking about the Most High, have you ever seen Nubreed in a successful, long-term relationship with a woman? Never. This man never been in a successful, long-term relationship with a woman. Never. It been nothing but chaos, domestic violence, and evil. Nothing good.
You didn't need to be around them anyway. They turned out to be low-level, low-base people in the first place.
Do you see how he's disrespecting his viewers now? So any viewer of his that decides to no longer view his platform, he's now disrespecting you because you finally woke up to the truth.
If you can relate and you can connect, brothers and sisters, talk to me.
Don't let him gaslight you and love bomb you with this brother and sister talk. He loves saying that, brothers and sisters, to try to make you guys view him as your brother, someone who is a good person in your life. Don't let him love bomb you. The man is pure evil, guys. I'm trying my best to wake people up little by little. We've been on now for about 3 hours and 30 minutes, guys. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Tell a friend about the work that we're doing here, because a lot of people, they don't want me to reach the world with this content. I'm very, very passionate. I'm very concerned about the welfare of the viewer who will be deceived by these snakes. That's why I'm trying to show you all the details about what's going on, guys. So he's about to wrap it up, and I'm going to end the stream.
Because they really be thinking people don't have no common sense.
Yeah, your viewers don't have no common sense.
They thinking people don't have no deductive reasoning skills.
He get that from me, guys. This man used to never say deductive reasoning skills. He don't even know what deductive reasoning skills mean, guys. He don't even know what that mean. He don't even know what deductive reasoning skills mean. He's only saying that, guys, because he get that talking point from me. Let's say, for example, you're taking a test, right? You're taking a test, and it's a question that have four answers, four, A, B, C, D answers that you got to choose, right? When you have deductive reasoning skills, when you read the question, right, you got to deduct what don't make sense. You have to reason within yourself, listening to the question, and then you look at the four answers and you deduct what don't make sense based on the question. Do you get that, guys? So to have deductive reasoning skills in the context of which he's talking right now, it makes no sense. He's not using that phrase in its context. It makes no sense what he's saying. He's just sounding or trying to sound intelligent. The man is an idiot. He's not smart, and he didn't graduate high school.
They think people don't actually practice observation. One thing about it, people are not as foolish as you think they are, brothers and sisters.
Nubreed's viewers are very foolish, guys, because they keep following this warlock who is satanic. Look at his face, guys. You can't see the devil. You can't see that this man is demented. You can't see that he don't got spirits on his back. You can't see that he's mad about life. This man lost his son, lost his baby mama. He's home alone. And he come on YouTube quoting scriptures like he's blessed of God, but he's dealing with all this turmoil at home, lying to his viewers like he's blessed when he's cursed.
A lot of people choose to be ignorant because they don't like you anyway. But nonetheless, talk to me down in the comment section. Share, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Support the work at Nubreed.
Nope, we ain't going to say that last bit. Nope. Nope, we're not going to say that last bit, guys. So, hey, we're going to get up on out of here, fam. So I showed you guys how Nubreed was mocking people in North Carolina who endured the tornado and how he thought it was a joke. People losing their homes. I showed you all of that footage. I showed you how Nubreed don't like black women. And all of this stems from the fact that him and his baby mama broke up, and people are upset with me because I'm calling out the BS. How you going to get mad at me and I'm the one doing the work calling him out, guys? You got to be a person who's proactive. When you have YouTubers that love to talk about people and then they're being judged by God, you can't look at me and say I'm doing a bad service for the community when I'm showing you guys all the details about what this man is doing. We got to be proactive and recognize when something is toxic. So I'm going to get up on out of here, gang. Appreciate everybody stopping by, joining the show. It is what it is. Make sure you hit that like button. It's very important, guys. Always hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, hype the video, do what you need to do. And I'll catch you all in the next stream. Ringo TV. Reactions. Yeah. So y'all have a blessed day. I'll catch you all in the next stream. Make sure to subscribe to Ringo TV Reactions, the #1 reactionary channel on YouTube, providing the best commentary and criticism on YouTube. Subscribe today. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat and the members. I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out. Y'all take care. Peace. We out of here.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100%